To wit, they tracked down Lumi and assisted her in defending her tower from the invasion of a bust-obsessed demoness, and all the fallout that occurred due to the interruption of delicate alchemical experiments. After getting Lumi on their side, they traveled back to the stronghold and mounted up to head off to the Tower of the Phoenix. They marshaled all of their resources to make sure that the Harpies would assist them in the coming battle, as well as gaining their assistance in the three-part alliance between the Harpies, the Bunnies, and the Sand Witches. The party still does not have a confirmation from the Sand Witches, but given that they are now being outvoted, it is likely that they can simply count on the Sand Witches, since they're going to have to follow their Harpy and Bunny allies. The party then decided that with this in place, they'd check in on what happened with their salamander buddy, Helia. The Harpies still had not found her, but had marshaled their forces and were getting ready to send Harpies out to go looking for her, to capture and punish her. They assured the party that the other salamanders would not be harmed. Although they had been freed from the tower, they would not be re-incarcerated, since the party dropped off 13 salamanders of various genders, but all of which soon to have penises and thusly capable of procreation. The party was initially okay with this, though as they think about it, leaving Helia to the tender mercies of the Harpy Queen might be asking a little much. But for the time being, they mount back up, reboard the Anastasia, and are headed off to their stronghold to visit Dias, the home of the Sphinxes, and also of the Devil Tigers, who they will be using to infiltrate Lethice's palace and hopefully take down some of the defenses therein. So, we rejoin the party aboard the Anastasia. They are cruising past the mountains, taking a rest for the night. Is there anything anyone would like to do during the night?
Probably take this time to get my tattoo finished off.
Okie dokie. Everybody else just resting?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So.
Okay. So, tattooed up, the demon takes a look over the bow as the ship approaches the lake in the early morning, and go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Everything's on fire.
This is okay. This is fine.
E.
Big perceptions. All right. Not Kinathis. You are sleeping. Just Savin, because he was awake.
Oh, whoops.
All right. You are peering over the side of the ship. You see some movement by the lake shore. It appears to be quite a large number of things, all headed south across the lake and towards the stronghold.
Uh-oh. Let's see. How close are we to the creatures?
You guys are far overhead. They do not appear to have noticed you, but at the longer you look, you believe you can start making out some vague shapes. It appears to be a cloud of imps.
Oh, well, alright then. Battle stations.
Awooga!
Yeah, I just start, grab the captain, grab the rest of the party. Time to go save the fort.
Silas wants to know what you would have him do. They can harry the imps from here, but that will alert them to your presence, and there are enough of them that the ship could be in danger. Alternately, he could kick the engines into overdrive, try to race back to the stronghold if that is indeed where they're headed, and give you an opportunity to marshal your forces and prepare a defense.
What kind of engines does this ship have? Out of idle curiosity.
He hasn't gone into it.
I mean, like, is there giant jets of fire coming out of the back of the ship, or does it just putter along?
It appears to be, as far as you can tell, wind. Wind and propellers and those kind of things.
Propellers, you say?
Yeah.
Well, if this weren't CoC&D, I would tell him to just steer us into the cloud, and we shall make a fine red mist of them. But I mean, then again, they are imps, so no one cares.
I can just see the death counter at the.
Imps don't count for the death counter.
They're not real people.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
These demons used to be real people.
I assume you're also taking this opportunity to wake up the rest of the party.
Yes, I did say that.
Okay.
But yeah, I've learned my lesson about avoiding fights, so I will tell Silas to kick it into high gear. Let's get to the stronghold before the imp cloud, and fight them on the shores, fight them on the beaches, fight them on the landing grounds.
Okay. Also, since Miss Bazoom is awake, she's peering over the side at the imps, and she notices something down beneath the surface of the water. It appears that there's also something swimming through the lake towards the keep. So, engaging the imps here would most likely be little enough to stop the rest of the assault. All right, so the party comes back to the stronghold. Boop. And the basilisks are at the moment working on a hive along with the pirates. Things are as you left them. What will you do for defenses? There's no sign of the sharks. Frisky explains that they went off into the lake to look for more sharks to add to their frenzy.
Well, we have basilisks and demons.
Unfortunate.
So, rally them.
Basically,
into
just
the
have
fight.
the pirates, the basilisks.
At present, you have the fetish cultists, you have pirates, you have sky pirates, you have basilisks, you have cows, you have goblins.
Unless we have acquired milk throwers when I wasn't looking, I don't know if the cows are going to help that much.
Well, the cows can provide healing milks.
Excellent. They shall
They
be
can
our rear
swing-
line.
Swing hammer's pretty good.
I don't think that these are those kinds of cows.
Not stout.
Yeah,
Strong cows?
these are milk cows, not beefy cows.
So, are you going to marshal all the forces available to you?
Yeah.
I think we really have to, yeah.
So, with that in mind, I'm going to have to perhaps apologize, but we're going into a new system.
Oh god,
Okay.
battle system Y.
Fast combat.
Mass Effect combat. I mean.
So, show to players. This is a pitched battle.
Oh, hey, tutorial.
Yes. Basically, there is a summary about midway down, along with all of the various things. This is a turn-based, effectively tabletop strategy minigame. You're going to be moving your troops around. You're going to be engaging with other enemy units. They do strength and damage to one another to try to either break the other's morale if able, or simply depreciate their strength to a level where they are of no particular threat. You can either take command of a given unit, or you can stay off as a general and issue commands as necessary throughout the course of the battle.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm gonna go into combat.
Well, clearly I should lead people since I'm a charisma caster.
Okay.
I'm a dragon. I'm an artillery piece.
So, Big K. Captain Silas is leading the Sky Pirates, but all of the other units can afford a commander.
Let's be honest. We all know where this is going.
Okay, you're going
No,
with
we
six
need
cows.
you to actually participate in combat.
I'm sorry, my people need me.
Player participation is limited to action orders. You won't actually be taking character-related actions.
See?
This is a minigame. Cyra, where are you going?
You're muted.
What do all the symbols on each of these guys mean?
Okay, so let's go through the little handout real quickly.
Yeah, okay.
So all types,
Oh, there.
all of these have a type, and some of them have traits. The types are fast, elite, infantry, support, and heavy. Their type indicates roughly what kind of strength, morale, or movement they may have. Fast units tend to have more movement. Heavies tend to have higher strength, etc. They are also strong against one type, and that type is weak against them. So, for example, heavy is strong against elites, and weak against fast. The first symbol on them indicates what type they are. Either a bolt, a fist, a boot, an aura, or a tower. Additionally, some of them have traits. Traits modify their participation in battle. So, for example, the imp swarm that you saw is winged, so they can disengage from combat with no movement penalty, and they can move through sky spaces instead of being limited to the ground. That's indicated by a wing that they will have. There's also ranged, like your goblins. They can attack non-adjacent, unengaged enemies at 1/2 their normal strength. So they can target anyone on the battlefield that is not already in melee combat and just blast from relative safety. And as you see, there's also shifting, which presumably the goose will have. Assault. When charging, they suffer no initial damage. Fearless. Like your pirates are fearless, so they take half of their morale damage. Rally, which no one at the moment appears to have, but increases morale over the course of the battle. Ambush, if they're hiding, they don't deal double damage when they strike from hidden. Healer, which your sex cows have. As long as they're not moving or attacking, they can heal an adjacent unit. So you can fall back to the cows to get healed back up, or advance the cows up to your front lines to heal people. And then, of course, command. If they have a commander, one of you guys or the NPC, at the start of each of their turns, they can heal either some of their strength or some of their morale.
What is the Wait, maybe I'm missing. Oh, okay, never mind. I got it.
Should we have control over these tokens, or at least
Well, I'm letting you guys assign first, and then assigning control from there. So you'll
Fair
have
enough.
control over sex cows,
Yay.
etc., etc.
As a minigame, as a normal game.
I suppose I'll take the fetish cult.
There are also commands that you can issue if you aren't in command of one of these guys. And those commands allow you to target one of your troops or one of the enemy troops and issue an order based on performing a skill check. That order includes increasing their damage, decreasing damage they take, increasing their morale, or increasing or decreasing movement. So you can hinder a unit that's trying to move across the board to engage your guys.
It's like an ability check, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, so if you are not in command of a unit already, you can make one of those orders on each of your turns, and you get to choose, but the ability check is a DC 12, so very easy for the things you're strong at, might be a little tougher on things that you're not skilled at. Strength, Dex, Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma.
So, can I only use orders on a unit I'm currently leading, or...?
You can't use orders, period. You just control that unit, and you heal it every turn.
I see, okay. Fair enough.
So if you're not in command of a...
I see, okay.
Right. You're not a general, you're a commander.
Nikki is a frontliner, so we'll hop in with them.
I'm also a frontliner, unfortunately.
Okay. And
Unfortunately, we are
Savin's not with
missing.
us at the moment.
We're
All
missing some people, so.
So now everyone should have control of their units. Go ahead and set your unit up where you would like. You are going to be fighting on the exterior of the stronghold. You do have rudimentary gates that have been grown by Rathazul's experiments. So you have a viney trellis that's providing makeshift walls for you.
All right, so I'm gonna set up the cows like here in the middle back, and if we can get 3+ units adjacent to the cows, then the cows can heal them every turn.
Keep in mind that this is the entrance here.
Where?
Okay.
Anything above, anything on the right side of the entrance is stuff that you have inside the fortress that would have to pass through the entrance to get out.
I see.
You have a bridge-like ascent there, as well as a sloping ascent down. You do, however, have parapets up here and up here, where you could put ranged guys, or you could leave people in reinforcements up there and have them advance down as necessary.
Mm-hmm.
There's no limit on the range for ranged attacks, right?
Anywhere.
Yeah, excellent.
But keep in mind that the imps do fly, so they'll be able to go wherever they want.
Well, then we'll just have to bomb the fuck out of them.
Okay.
Bates with a C.
Amazing.
All right. So yeah, let's move the basilisks and sky pirates down here so that we have 2 or 3 of them adjacent to the cows.
Wow.
Let's just go all the way to like the top core.
I guess this would be an ideal time to ask
So-
which way the cloud is approaching from.
The enemies will be approaching from the left-hand side.
Okay, then yes, this is.
So is this ledge here that I have the goblins on a place I can be, or should I go up to the top?
Yeah, you can be up there.
Okay. This is a weirdly weird battle map, so.
A 2D, but like a vertical view
Yeah, it's like isometric 2D thing
instead
going
of like a top-down.
on. Yeah.
Kina, bring your. Those guys don't have range. Bring them down here.
Okay.
Not on my cows, but.
Here, I'll be
Well,
on top
unfortunately,
of
there's not a
you.
lot of room.
I'll be on top of you. You get in the gate.
Okay, the heavies will be in the gate then.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yes. Form a meat wall around my cows.
No one is commanding the regular pirates. Where would you like those to be?
Let's see.
And if no one's commanding them, then they will just simply act as I believe that Roxanne's pirates would act.
Alright, Kina, can you move your unit 1 square down, and then we can move the pirates up to, yeah, like here. Have them be able to reinforce you in a fight.
I should command them, but they're a small unit. I'll command the pirates. Fetish cultists should like hold back them.
Sorry, you were sort of cutting off there. What was that? You want to take control over the pirate unit?
And the fetish cultists can hold back. That'd make more sense.
Let's see.
I just since they were so small, I didn't think they were an actual.
The fetish cultists are support infantry. Oh no, they're just infantry.
Mhm.
They are good against support. Okay.
So the.
Oh, okay. Is that where everyone would like their stuff to be?
Yes.
Okay, we've got goblins, basilisks, cows, sky pirates, and regular pirates. And the fetish cultists.
Hey, Hedrah.
Hedrah, just in time.
I feel that it is not good that we do not have anything on the walls.
That's
This room's up on the wall.
in the base. They're mortars.
It's a wall outside the base,
Fine.
kind of. Looks like it.
Like, it really doesn't matter where Miss Boom is.
Right.
Okay. So
Like, is this correct? Like, is this what the layout is more or less?
yes, but the little line down the center here not denote, like, everything to the right is not safe if it's fielded, right? So at the moment, it's literally just the stuff that's behind the door that's being held in reserves. So sex cows and sky pirates. Everything else that's on the board can theoretically be attacked by ranged stuff.
Okay.
So we'll put little X's to indicate that they can't actually participate until they come out through the gate, or they reach somewhere.
Oh.
Those guys are literally inside your stronghold. They have to come out of your stronghold to participate.
Wait, who's inside the stronghold?
The cows and the sky pirates.
In that
move
case,
our front line forward then.
yeah, I think we need to, because I definitely want to be like at the very back of in combat.
Okay, so you are out and about.
Yeah, we can keep the sky pirates in reserve. That's fine.
Okay.
What going on?
So this requires some explanation, Hedrah. There's a handout called Pitched Battle that became available for everybody. Effectively, you guys are doing a little mini-game. You are taking command of all of the troops in your stronghold and utilizing them to drive off the invasion attack of what you assume to be imps and something larger that's coming through the water of the lake. The little symbols on your unit indicate what type it is, as well as any traits. You have the option of assigning yourself to one of these units to take command of it, as well as to provide it with regenerating health or morale each turn. Or you can stay out as a general and issue commands at the top of every turn that will buff or hinder friends or allies accordingly.
Okay. Which ones are the ranged ones?
The Goblin Alchemists are the only ranged troops that you guys have at the moment, and Miss Boom is taking command of those guys. Yeah, please keep your tokens on the upper left-hand corner so I can see the symbols.
What's your name? Hey, Fan.
Yo,
Aren't you a dragon?
I am, but we can't really like act as a.
Yeah, you won't be using your character sheets for this. It's literally just it's a minis battle. So it doesn't matter if it's a huge dragon commanding them or a little plushy puppy. They have the same melee effectiveness as they do ranged effectiveness.
We're just the guy on the horse in the back yelling things at him.
Just the guy with the gun.
We do need someone to act as like the battlefield like commander, doing extra stuff like the order actions. We need someone to do that because we don't have anyone to do that. It's at the bottom of the handout.
Of course, none of these roles are mandatory. Everyone could be playing the role of general, and everyone could issue the same command to the same unit to super buff them, for example. Or everyone could go as commander to a troop choice and then provide them with regular regeneration to make your guys more durable. It's up to you guys to determine how you want to proceed. Do you have any questions I can help with, Hedrah?
Okay, so and the order action is only one. Correct?
Sorry, what was the question?
On the order action for insight guide strategize screen.
Yeah, you would
Option.
have one order at the top of each turn if you were playing general from up above.
My headset cracked out there.
Interesting.
Everything's still working.
They're a bit low.
Okay, so Hedrah, would you like to take control of the fetish cultists or be up above commanding the forces?
Welcome back, third.
Testing, testing.
Very low, very low.
Wow.
I could take care of the general position,
Okay, General Pip.
buff people.
So you are in no danger during the fight. Everyone else, if their unit is reduced to 0, their character is also reduced to 0. So if this comes to an actual roll initiative fight, then they will have to be brought back up before they can participate. Okay, and before too long, your adversaries come into sight. Token layer.
Oh no, they came from behind. They came in our behind.
Okay, and initiative is determined by the type of troop they are, and ties are broken up based on how much morale they have. So the Hellhounds go first because they have higher morale than the Sky Pirates. Plushy Pip is at the very top, though. The Imp Lords have lower morale than the regular pirates, so they're going to be going fast. They're going to be going last, etc. Well, not quite last. Before the regular pirates there. Let's see, Sky Pirates 2, 5, and Goblin 65. Okay, so Sky Pirates. Laborers. Do. And okay, and that is what our initiative looks like. So, we begin the battle. Pip, what kind of order would you like to send out?
Okay. Let's see. The Hellhound Pact will charge in, correct?
So charging is an action that people can take if they are able to move their full movement and end adjacent to a target. That counts as a charge. On a charge, the defender deals half their normal damage to the attacker, and then the attacker does full damage. Otherwise, moving and then attacking means you do half damage.
What's their regular movement speed?
You are uncertain. Based on the fact that the Imp Host is a flying troop choice, it's probably pretty medium. The Hellhound Pack is a fast attack, which means they probably have a very fast attack speed. Generally speaking, heavies are the slowest, elites are the second slowest, etc., etc.
Okay. Bolt.
So let's see, that would mean that the sex cows are the strongest versus the imps, since they are support, so they're strong versus fast.
Yes, that is true.
Get on a cannon.
Now, these are just one-way relationships between each one. It's either a relationship or no relationship. So in most cases, a one-on-one will just be doing base numbers. However, if you can team up the type against type advantage, not only can you ignore them for flanking, but you can be doing double damage to them. Flanking is dangerous, don't get flanked, blah, blah, blah. So, what order would you like to issue? You've got 5 options. You do have to make a skill check to make it activate. The skill checks are relatively low threshold, though.
Yes.
And of course, you can't bring anyone above their maximum values, except for the effects of your stronghold. So, obviously, healing would not be of use to you there. Also, this is why it's important to upgrade your stronghold, because the more advanced it is, the more bonus health, more bonus strength, and more bonus morale your dudes have.
Okay. What? Since I can't attack myself, I can only issue orders.
Right.
Could...
This is reflecting like a battle in which you are fighting literally thousands of imps, like 100 hellhounds, like dozens of gigantic slime boys. This is not a fight that 5 individuals would stand a reasonable chance at doing, so you're marshaling your forces and taking command of armies rather than casting Eldritch Blast or using the attack action.
No, Circle of Death.
Well, I mean...
120 feet. I want to see the motherfuckers try to dodge that.
Well, you get one, and then the other 700 imps descend on you, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so, what would you like to do?
I would like to the wisdom check.
Okay, you would like to screen to reduce damage, go ahead and make your wisdom check.
Yeah.
Hey, success. And which unit would you like to target with that?
I would like to target fastest laborer because they are in the front there.
Okay, they are defended. The next damage they take is reduced by 10. All right, and the Hellhounds. And the Hellhounds are going to advance. Badoom. It was too short of a distance for them to get a full charge off. So they will not be able to do full damage. So they'll just be doing half. So their strength is 60. Half of their strength is 30. So 15 damage after moving to the basilisks.
Aha!
And there are fast units.
Right.
But
Fast versus
Shit.
heavy.
Shit.
But Hedrah did reduce damage because of
Oh.
bulwark.
Oh, okay. That's good. Okay, so that's screen. So they take a damage by 10. Okay.
So instead of, obviously it would be 30 is their normal damage, half because they moved, down to 15. They're strong against heavy, which the basilisks are, so up to 30, but they're bulwarked, so instead they take 20 damage total. See how that works?
Right.
Okay. So minus 20, boop. Okay, and that brings us to the goblins. So you can target any non-engaged enemy. Currently, the Hellhounds are the only engaged ones. Alternately, you can move your unit based on your movement to engage in melee, and then be doing what have you. So, Miss Bazoom, where'd you like to send your goblin potion flasks and explosives?
The impost. They require bombing.
The impost requires bombing. All right. And you are a fast versus a troop. So,
Well, actually, there's also the goos down below, which are a heavy.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the goose can't get to me.
that's true.
Okay. Yeah, yes, and
Okay, so you have a normal strength of 55. Half of that is going to be your normal attack damage, and half of that is going to be your range damage. So 1/4 of 55. 13.
Could you also give the imps a health bar?
Oh, yeah, sorry. All these guys have bars. I just forgot to enable a few.
It's only the imps and the what's that? Employers.
They have stuff. Oh, sorry, I almost fucked that up. So when you do damage, half of the damage is to health, half the damage is to morale. So Basilisk Laborers took 30, so 15 to their health and 15, or sorry, 20. So 10 to their health and 10 to their morale. Doop, doop. Okay. And you did 13 to the imps. So 6 to their health and 6 to their morale. And as you can see, some units have way more health than morale, so it's way easier to simply drive them away. And then, of course, you do double damage, or you do your full damage when they're panicking and fleeing from you. So you can get big damage by forcing them to break. Sky Pirates are being held in reserve. The regular pirates.
Yeah, we are gonna go hacky slashy.
they can't get past the Hellhounds, right?
No, not without
Okay,
some
so we
kind
have
of
to go through the
additional
Hellhounds.
So they can charge at least.
Well, they
We
can
have
move
one
it.
square.
Yeah,
It's just one square.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a
right.
charge.
So they'll be doing half their normal damage for this round. But they have, so they are an elite versus a fast, so no relationship there. They have 75 normal strength, so divided in half for their damage, 37, and divided again in half because they moved, so 18 damage total. 9 goes to the health, and 9 goes to the morale. Toot toot.
Boom.
And fetish cultists. Fetish cultists are positioned to engage the slimes before they come around and flank you guys. And indeed, that is precisely what they're going to do. But they can't quite get there, so they're going to hold for the time being. The imp host does indeed see the goblin alchemists. They are going to fly over there as far as they can get. But they can't quite make it, because you positioned rather further back. The cows.
Alright, well, the basilisks took a little bit of damage, right? So I suppose we'll heal them up.
They are still above their starting health, though.
Oh, okay. Well, that works then.
It's the
Let's see.
morale damage. That's what they took, really.
Right.
Can we fix that?
At the start of the basilisk's turn, Kinathis is commanding them, so he can restore their morale damage.
Okay.
So
Well,
your guys are support, right? So you mean you could actually move and put yourself into position to help Fen out with the imps, because you're good against the imps.
yeah, if you
flank
guys
him with
think
them.
you're going to be okay down here, I can go help out with the imp. Sure.
We could move the sky pirates in to fill the gap.
Okay. Done deal. Alright, how far can I move?
So your movement is determined by the red number there, so 20. Each square is 5.
Alright.
And presumably you're climbing like a wooden structure behind or vine structure behind the thing, so yeah, you'll just be climbing upwards.
Alright, so we're going to go up here. And then, yeah, let's bring in the Sky Pirates to... Let's see, they're fast, right? The Sky Pirates?
Yes, but they already
So-
took their turn.
Honestly, it would be really good if me and the spy guy pirates could switch places a little bit. That way they could hit the.
No, the Sky Pirates need to go fight the Goo
wait, no,
Boys.
Yeah,
You can disengage from combat, but your movement is halved, and the basilisks only have a movement of 15, so they're very slow.
Okay, well, I have moved, so can't do anything else.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they should. Yeah, they definitely should.
Imp
go for it.
lords are also quite slow,
They are.
so they are just going to advance to support the hellhounds. Slimes are going to move up and try and get the fetish cultists. They moved, so half and half, and that leaves them at 20, so 10 and 10. And yeah, they have no relationship to the infantry, so they'll be okay. And basilisks. So you can restore their morale by 1/4 of their maximum morale.
I will do that. I will do so.
Okay.
So their morale is the blue one, right?
Morale is blue.
So by 1/2 of their maximum. So that's 15. So I'll bring that back up to 30 then.
We can't really see the blue bar here, so
I can.
rats.
Well, that'd be 7, but it's enough to bring it back up to maximum.
Oh, you said 1/4, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
1/4.
I thought it was said 1/2 there.
No.
Oh no, it says no. There it is one. Yeah, 1/4. Okay.
The fight
That's
would
still enough though.
literally never end otherwise. All right.
Never. End.
But you are engaged with the hellhounds, so you can do your full strength damage against them. Or your full damage, which is half strength. So 105, halved, obviously.
105. Huh?
105 is their
105
strength.
halved.
Yeah, so
Oh, but
half
that-
of that
oh,
determines
okay.
their damage.
So 100.
So
So 53. 52.
And then half of that goes to their strength, and half of that goes to the morale.
So 26 on each.
Right.
Oof.
Big hits.
Wow.
Big hits.
Fuck. Heavies, man.
No, Kina. The thing is, it's good that I can see the blue bar because issuing commands.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Well, my blue bar is all full, so.
Oh, doot. So that brings us to Plushy Pip. Pip, what command would you like to order this time?
Yes. I shall order again.
Oh, so the strength, like as a unit would take hit point damage, its damage output also goes down.
Right.
This is really nifty. I may use this in a future thing.
Well, this is slated towards you guys because I basically just want to do the little play test and modify the rules for later things. So before you, yeah, let me make some modifications before you get.
This is the beta test for the final.
It is the beta test.
I see.
Well, more like the penultimate battle, but it's fine. Don't worry. Because you guys are building armies, and we're not going to run through a fight with like 80 different NPCs.
Yeah, no, that's no.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Let's
Maybe.
see if I
We'll find
can
out.
guide you.
Guidance to Miss Bazoom.
Oh,
Hey.
exactly.
Exactly. All right. So Miss Bazoom, your unit will be doing 10 additional damage on its turn.
Yeah. Now, is that before it's like rounded down or after it's rounded down? Like,
As long as you're not moving, it's half your strength in damage and then plus 10.
okay, so it's
Yes.
after.
So it's effectively like adding plus 20 to your strength.
Cool.
Yes. Big hits. Big hits. All right. The Hellhound is engaged with 2 units. It does damage to both of them equally. It's not being flanked because you have to be on one of the other 3 sides in order to flank. So the Hellhound is not moving. It's staying where it is. It has a reduced strength of 25, so it's doing 12 damage to both of you. So 6 to strength and 6 to morale. Doop. And the alchemists. Oh, sorry. The basilisks are heavy, so it actually does double that. So you take 6 more to strength and morale. Doop.
Okay.
Okay. So, Fen, where are you going to send those
Yes.
bombs this time? The imps are closing in on you.
Man, I could do so much more damage to the goo boys, but those imps are gonna fuck me up bad.
That's true.
Can we move and attack, or just one or the other?
If you move, the strength of your attack is reduced by half. And since you are using range, it'll be a quarter.
Fuck, I just have a feeling that when these imps descend on me, I'm dead regardless. Alright, fuck it. I'm hucking some bombs.
More
Soften 'em
bombs.
up.
Okay.
Hop on, man those AA turrets. Let's go.
So 27 normal damage, 37 thanks to Pip. So 18 to both the morale and to the strength.
Oh, I'm so dead.
Oh, they're almost broken for morale if you could just get a little bit more damage. And that takes us to the Sky Pirates. The Sky Pirates see that an opening has formed. They're relatively fast, so they are going to come out from behind here and circle around to try to flank the Hellhounds. And they are fast versus fast, so no particular difference there. They do have the commander, but they haven't taken any damage yet. So they're going to be doing their damage as a charge. So the Hellhounds do their damage first to these guys. Oop. And then these guys do their normal damage, which is going to be half of 73. So 36. Oh, and the Hellhounds are almost done for. Pirates. Nikki, you've got the Hellhounds on the run. Will you put them out of their misery?
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck them up. Come
So
on,
at the-
pirates.
At the start of your turn, the pirates are slightly below on the morale, so you can heal that back up to full. So 80. And then the pirates are doing 69, well, half of 69. So 34 damage to the one and the other, which is sufficient to bring the health down to 0, which in turn means the Hellhounds have been defeated.
Fuck them up.
All right, fetish cultists are engaged with the slimes. They actually do their full damage this time. So do and do. And the impost. Bum, bum, bum. Impost is going to charge on the goblin alchemists. So the alchemists do half of their normal damage to the impost. So 13. So 6 to one and 6 to the other. And then the impost does their full damage to the goblins. And they are a troop versus a fast. So no interaction there.
Question.
Yes.
You said that the goblins did half the normal damage, which was 16. Or
Yes. And that gets divided between the morale and the strength.
16 to both
No,
morale and
8,
strength?
well, 8 to both. 16 damage, 8 to strength, and 8 to morale.
Wait, then. So they have 32 base strength, which is non-existing, correct? How do they do so much?
The goblin
range
alchemists
damage?
are 55 strength. They do half damage. Their strength is halved to determine their damage, right? And then when
Yeah.
you are being charged, you do half of your normal damage to the person charging you first, and then they do damage as normal. Because you're basically set for a charge, they wash over you, and big clangs, Braveheart, all that stuff.
Okay, so 26. Or
So
50.
26 is their normal damage, and then half of that, because they're bracing for the charge, is 13. And then half to strength, half to morale. So, yes. So anyway, the impost now gets their attack off. So 29 damage normally, and 14 to each, the strength and the morale. Boop, boop. And we'll put you guys to the front here so you can see your bars. So there you go. Not too bad. You whittled them down a little bit and didn't take too much from the charge. Sex cows. Where are you going?
All right, well, we shall charge the impost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just come on up here.
Okie dokie. All right, and they're just infantry, so they don't have oh,
We're
you're
support.
support, aren't you?
We are good against fast. Or are the
yeah,
imps
but
just
they're
infantry?
Not fast.
Oh,
They're
okay.
infantry.
Oh, I
They're
see.
strong against you.
Oh, well, whoops.
Oh, I got that confused then.
Damn it, Kina.
Oh, wait, fast is. I guess one of those guys have a.
That's what I get for listening to Kinathis. Well, whatever. They're
Sorry,
almost
is this a
broken.
new system?
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You just
Well,
you just
the
don't have any.
opposite of fine.
You just don't do double damage to it.
Yeah, but
So-
they do double damage to the cows.
I
Right,
don't
they
think they're
brace
going to
for
get
the
a chance.
charge. They do a quarter
they
of their
do.
They do a quarter of their strength, which is what have you, but it's going to be doubled. So in effect, you take 14 to your strength and 14 to your morale.
And green is strength, right?
Yes. And blue is morale.
Okay.
Oops.
Boop boop.
Sorry.
Okay, and then after the charge, you do half of your strength and damage,
Alright, so that's 15.
15, and so 7 goes to strength and 7 goes to morale. Doop doop.
Alright, Miss Boone, I'm counting on you to finish them off.
Well, we'll do what we can here. I ain't got no guarantees for you.
Indeed.
I don't know why I became a redneck all of a sudden. I blame the corruption.
What do you mean all of a sudden?
became?
Alright, and the Imp Lords are going to charge the Sky Pirates. Sky Pirates brace and do quarter damage. Well, half damage, quarter strength.
Oh right, it's the okay. So it's the pirates that are good, that are the elite, that are good
And
against the
then
infantry.
the Imp Lords strike back and do their normal damage. So... boop boop. Okay, and then the Slimes are attacking the Fetish Cultists. So... do. And the Basilisks. The Imp Lords are here. You are a
Yes.
little slow, though.
We are slow, but we have enough movement to get to them. We have enough movement speed to get within attacking range, right?
Yes, but unfortunately you will not be flanking them because you have to completely cover either one of your sides or one of their sides, whichever is smaller.
Yeah. But they are elites, and right? I am reading this correctly. A fist is
So
elite.
you are right. You are heavy, strong versus
Which
elite.
is
Right.
okay. I
So
got that one right at least.
yes. So you
Okay.
do not. You've got 93 strength. Half of that is your damage.
93, but I'm strong, so I
And-
do double damage.
Well, you moved, so you would normally do
Oh.
0, or you'd normally do half, but you charged. So you are going to take the attack back first.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, and I guess I'll add half my morale
morale.
back.
Oh yeah. So go ahead and
7 more morale.
quarter your morale. Right. Okay, so you take 7 damage to your strength and 7 damage to your morale, and then you would be doing since you charged, be doing your normal damage, which in this case is 43. However, you are strong, so you're going to be doing double damage.
So
which means
86. to
Full
each.
86. You bring the force to bear. So So 43 to both strength and morale, which is enough to drop their morale
Jeez.
to 0. So they are broken. So they are going to immediately flee, which means you get to do your strength against them, which again, since you are strong,
knock them
means
down.
that you have broken them completely and they are reduced to 0. Hey, there's the strength
Okay.
of marching the strong thing against the strong thing.
Okay.
And Pip, you have a command.
Indeed, I command the commands here.
Many commands.
So many commands, much like my puppies. God damn it, cat. Stop being cute. Okay. Miss Boom is gonna punch it in the face, correct?
She is in melee now, so yes, she will be doing normal non-ranged attacks.
Okay. I'm not sure this is gonna work out, but I'll try to do insight on this cat, on this boon. It's a strength 12 check. I
Indeed.
have a plus 0. So,
Here you go. Good luck.
So,
gonna burn inspiration on this. What's your name again? Adjatha.
Yes, inspiration. Oh,
Disadvantage.
oh,
not quite. So, unfortunately, the goblins do not get a melee buff for the turn. But it is their turn, so doop doop. They're being commanded by Fen, so they heal their morale back up. Would be 15, but you've only taken 9, so you're back up to 60. And
Yay.
presumably you would like to do a melee attack against the imps, or you could disengage from combat.
No, I'm gonna fuck up the imps. They're about to run. I'm gonna break
Okay.
these bitches over my knee.
Okay, so you're standing still, so you do 20 damage, 10 to each. And indeed, 10 to each means boop and boop. And it's broken up. And
Yeah, it
they're
is
broken. And they're attempting to flee. And since 2 of you guys are engaged, both of you will be doing your disengaging strikes. And
Yeah.
so,
Well,
yes. So you would do 20 normally to the creature, split between the 2, but since it has no morale, you do the goblins do the full 20 to the strength, and the sex cows would normally do 15, and indeed 15 to both to the strength. Boop, and then they move. And if they make it back to the far left side, half of their morale gets restored automatically and they rejoin the battle. If not, then, you know, all that stuff.
I see, I
So-
see.
The Sky Pirates are relatively close. They have pretty decent movement, so yes, they're going to move to engage the Imp Host. And deal enough damage to drop it to 0.
Play.
And the Pirates. Nikki.
Well, we were going to charge after the impost, but that's already been taken care of. So I guess we'll go after the goose.
Okay, got 30 movement, so can't quite make it this turn.
Damn slow
You can't
pirates.
double move.
Now there's no double move in this. Your troops are marching as fast as they can.
I
Okay.
must go wobble at them and show them the error of their ways.
Yes,
Drive me closer. I want to hit them with my dick.
exactly. So, fetish cultists do 32 damage. So, 16 to each. The impost is gone. The sex cows.
Alright, well, we shall start advancing towards the goose, since that's the only enemy left, correct?
Yes.
Morale restore.
Yes.
Max.
We will also restore... Actually, I think health would probably be more advantageous.
You're already
Oh,
at 1
yes.
above max due to
Did
the
that.
buffing.
Okay, then yes. We will restore... How much morale is it?
So it's a quarter of their maximum, so it'd be
that's like
7.
7? Yeah, okay. So almost back at max. Cool.
Yes.
Question.
Many morale boosting deckings.
What's that little bottle thingamabob that's under? Oh,
the
potion, right?
bottle, the
Yeah.
potion, that means they're a healer.
Right. So theoretically, if one of you guys were taking massive damage, the Sex Cows could come in and attempt to heal, or you guys could withdraw from combat back to the Sex Cows, and they could, on their turn, heal back up. The Slimes are sticking it out and fighting the Fetish Cultists. So, doop and doop. Pretty evenly matched there. And Basilisks are super slow. So they're going to take forever to
Super
get
slow.
anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, and I'm just gonna plant my butt into the gate again.
Okay. Block up the gate. And Plushy Pip, what's your command for what will surely be the final round of combat?
Okay, so which one is closer?
The Fetish Cultists are already in combat and will be doing full damage. The Sex Cows are nearby and theoretically could be charging and flanking. The Goblins are close enough. Well, the Goblins are ranged, so they can shoot wherever they want, or they could go for a charge if they want as well. Potentially. Yeah.
Fan, what's your verdict on that? You're gonna charge them?
I'm not charging shit. I'm gonna be lobbing shit everywhere.
Okay, then I'll try to boost your ranged.
I'm probably going to just bomb the hell out of the goos from here on out since I'm strong against them.
Okay. Pip,
Yeah,
guide
so
Miss
that's
Bazoom's
if
hips.
it works.
No, unfortunately not. And that's another reason why having a commander, well, multiple generals is useful, because some people have better strengths than others.
Yeah,
So-
well, +3 to dexterity, so
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean,
just
slightly
this
above
roll.
half, but... Okay, so, boop. The goblins bombarding the slimes. So, you'll be doing, normally you would do quarter damage, but you're strong, so you'll be doing half of your strength. So, a full 20. And Sky Pirates. To move back. Regular Pirates.
Kinathis.
Looks like you won't quite be able to make it this turn, but pretty close. So next turn you'll be able to get up there. And Fetish Cultists. Doop. And just grinding them down. And Sex Cows. Sex Cows.
Charge. Bloop.
But your movement is 30, right? Or 20.
20.
Okay. Okay, so you charge and you're flanking. You are support against a heavy, so no interaction there. But the slimes are going to do half their normal damage to you first.
Okay. So.
So, going to be it's like 5 to strength and morale.
Okay.
And then you, in turn, strike.
For 13 to each. Or 13 total damage, then halved.
Well, you did a charge, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so charge is your normal strike, which would be 13. Are you strong against them, or no?
No.
Okay, so yeah. Okay. That's right, Finn is strong against them, so.
Such strong. Wow.
So strong.
Oh, sorry, but that's right, you are flanking, so you do double damage from that,
Oh.
Boop.
Yay.
because all of your base is covered up. Boop, boop. Okay, and the slimes are going to hit the cultists and yourself, and 5 damage, so 2 to both strength and morale.
Okay. Not a problem.
And the basilisks are holding fast. And Pip, we got one more turn.
No. Give it the old college try again for Miss Boom to
Well,
completely
she's going to do the
evaporate one of them.
ranged one this time, so
Yeah,
what does that
so-
be?
Dexterity checks.
Dexterity.
Yeah,
There we go.
Nice.
All
And
right.
Miss Boom just leaves a crater.
Pachow. And indeed, the goblins are going to huck, doing 20 damage. So it would be 20 strength, half that, 10 damage. Their damage then is increased by 10 from Plushy Pip for 20, and doubled because you're strong, so 40, and half to each, which is more than enough to take down the slimes. Boop and boop. Hey,
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
good job.
It doesn't really matter,
Woo.
but I think that those ones can't be flanked.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess it would not have mattered, but yeah, you're right. They would have had 7 more of each, but Miss Boom did 22 both fields. So, but yeah, you're right. They're amorphous. They're shifting. Things like slimes and demons cannot be flanked. So, all right, and that's that. So we return to the stronghold. You guys have successfully defended it from invasion. Hey,
They
hooray.
may not be able to be flanked, but they can be spanked.
Indeed.
Ah, there we go. Was slow to load in. So everything was nice and high definition, and the background map was like resolution 72.
Okie dokie. Yeah, we could probably do something like that.
Make
Make
it a
it a
little
little
easier
clearer.
to quick reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun.
Alrighty. So, the party has driven them back. The slimes are just regular slimes, so they dissolve into sea foam, as is their wont. The hellhounds retreat, licking
Aw.
their wounds, off to parts unknown. The imps are summarily executed, and you guys interview the imp lords to get some intel. And indeed, you find out that the demon queen has discovered the location of this stronghold, and likely will be sending down invasionary forces, since she is aware that these are more or less the same people who destroyed her archmage and foiled her plan of taking basically Undermareth and using it as a big generator for portals.
I guess there's like 2 people from that group left.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
basically face man Pip.
yep.
I mean, the people may not be the same, but this is the same group, so
Yes.
He
we've been
wants to work,
taking the piss out of all of her shit. So
but then just asked them how she figured it out.
Sorry, how much what?
How she found out.
I mean,
Oh.
we're not exactly trying to hide.
Yes, the imps that pretty much soar above the sky any given time, ready to swoop down whenever you just randomly explore, saw the large-scale construction that you've been doing on the stronghold, investigated apparently, and reported back, indicating that it was these guys. These guys did it.
Fucking
Hey,
snitches.
it's these assholes.
Snitches get stitches.
That's how they do. Well, I mean, gave them stitches for days.
Wait. You said, you said snitches get stitches, right?
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, read it.
descriptions for all types of pups.
I have a response.
An orange jumper. Oh my god.
Yes, and shifts it.
Uh,
I was very
So-
tired
so-
when I was writing all this down. I showed that the first. I
There.
have for every damage type.
relevant commercial.
Yes. So, this initial attack was presumably more or less just to test your overall defenses. Presumably, the next attack will be either larger or have a great deal more to it. So, build up your defenses while you may. Alternately, build up your purity. They both affect your overall starting scores for your Dudemans. And as we saw, many of your troops didn't even get below their maximum health due to all of the defensive boosts that you've been adding through the training field and the keep and all that stuff.
Nice.
So, the party has returned. Your soldiers are going to sleep off and celebrate, relax, chow down, veg out with boob
Cool.
tube, all kinds of good stuff.
I kind of want to go see if I can find the sharks and see what happened if they're okay.
I was just about to ask, does the party want to do anything while they're here, or just go from here straight to Dias? Sounds like Cyra wants to check out the sharks. Did anyone else have anything they needed to take care of while at your stronghold?
Plug in the new milkers and get that shit all set up.
Okay.
Plug it in.
Yeah,
Indeed,
boy.
I'm gonna make sure
Does
my.
feel milking time.
I'm gonna go. What's it called? My. Those in my sex pen. What's the fuck's another word for that? My. Companions, followers, slaves, fuck, whatever.
Sucks.
Yeah. I have. Can we go? Can we go to main screen, please, Adjatha?
Yeah.
Okay, so how goes she's being squeezed into new form? Deep sigh. Hey. Okay. Scorpion Girl, Sphinx. My champion's out and about, correct?
The champion is being
Or-
trained at the training field and was part of the fetish cult troops that were fighting, so they're going to be resting after the battle.
Okay, so and how goes is squeezed into new form, correct?
Go back to the stronghold real quick. She is also at the training field.
Okay. So that means I shall have the Scorpion Girl, the Librarian, and Sphinx left. Or is Scorpion Girl in the training field as well?
No, Scorpion Girl and the Drider are hanging out at the Pure Shrine, trying to figure out what all this nonsense is about.
Okay. So that means Sphinx and Librarian is still in the stronghold, correct?
So jingle jangle. Yes, the
Sorry.
Sphinx is relaxing at in your keep in one of the rooms, and the Librarian likewise is relaxing and more or less throwing a hissy fit because the party has persisted in denying her access to her book. And also, the party doesn't even have a library here. It's terrible.
Well, then time to go
Oh, fuck it, she can have
southbound.
I think she can have her fucking
Libra-
book back. As long as she doesn't just
no,
leave.
It's the Codex of Consorts.
That's not. No, that's a totally separate thing.
Yeah.
Her book is the one that traps people, like Iron Man's and Bolaro.
Okay. Okay, so we have still access to that book, correct?
You guys still have Codex of Consorts, yeah.
No, the one that traps that she had.
I don't know who has it on their character sheet.
Kira.
What's its name?
Bum bum bum. I'll find it here.
The Book of Names. Wasn't it the Book of Names?
The Book of Names, yes.
Yeah. Kira had it on her character sheet.
Okay, so it's gone.
Pom pom.
Oh. Scheiße. Well, then guess Pip's gonna go. What's it called? Get her to get over her obsession with that book.
Okay, so you're going to be spending some quality time with the librarian. Cyra is going to check out overseas. Nikki, you got it anywhere you wanted to be?
Nowhere in particular. So I'll just wander around, see if anybody's down for a fuck.
Okay. And looks like Danica is.
Oh, I'll knock her up.
And Dragon Lady, Miss Bazoom.
Alright.
Anything you'd like to do at the stronghold?
I will assemble all of my sluts and have a massive victory orgy.
A victory orgy for all. And Big K, you guys don't have a barn or a stables or anything of that nature. Did you want to get people starting construction on that to set up your milkers in, or was there somewhere else that you wanted to set up the milkers?
Well, is there room in the alchemist lab? Like, does that have another second floor or something we could use? Or a basement?
There's no basement. You could set it up on the roof, but then obviously open to the sky. There is maybe room in the bar here, because you haven't actually built a tavern. You can just turn that into your milking lodge.
That sounds good. That way there's always something on tap.
Okay. So you're just going to co-opt the recreational space for milking space.
Yes. Have the boob tube entertain my cows while they get milked.
Oh, God, that's
Oh my god. The fucking boob tube.
I actually
Yes.
had a friend whose parents actually called it that.
I
So
mean,
did my parents did.
do.
Yeah.
Also, the fridge is there so she can help keep their milk nice and cold
Yeah,
and be perpetually dyed white.
at least my dad definitely did.
Okay. The cowgirl folks, business ladies, are going to take their business to another table to keep away from the loud mooing.
No.
And indeed, just move over to this room here for private conferences.
They're gonna move over.
Yes, yes, they
They
are.
better hoof it then.
Oh, Lord. And
If they don't make it on time, they'll be put out to pasture.
Speaking of which,
Indeed,
it's
at
time for the
least their
quarterly breeding
negotiations
report.
haven't stalled.
Boob Tube's taking a more central position since she's finally receiving the importance that she so richly deserves. Okay, so victory, orgies, and tender, loving times aside, was there anything anyone else wanted to do before we cut over to Cyra?
Who's drowning?
Who might be drowning? No. All right, so we'll cut over to Cyra. Cyra, you go into the lake and start exploring for a short while. Before too long, you run across all of your all the shark girls belonging to technically you, but right now being fielded by your mother, grandmother, and grandfather. They apparently have surrounded a shark girl with glasses who is sitting on an island surrounded by any number of books.
Huh.
And they are apparently harassing her, trying to get her to join up with them. And she is politely declining. She is a conscientious objector to the whole war thing.
So she wants nothing, no part of it.
She wants no part of it. The Minerva is doing her best to try to convince her through logic. Lyra is trying her best to convince her through, if you don't do this, the demons are going to take over, and then where's your conscientious objection there? And Maiden's Bane is on the threshold of just saying, everyone attack, drag her, and we'll just turn her into a breeding sow.
Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to that last one. I could use more shark. Could use more sharks, but
Well, you are the alpha, so when you show up, they all defer to your judgment. What will you do with Isma?
well, first I want to, I'm gonna go on up to her and ask her what the fuck's going on. Like, why is she not? Why does she will not want to join up? And make the world a better, safer place from all these shitty demons running around.
I'm not really a war kind of person. I'm more concerned with learning and trading and getting some kind of intellectual and physical development. I have no interest in huge knockdown brawls. If demons come to invade the lake, I'll do my best to protect it and people important to me, but I'm certainly not going to leave here to go on some ridiculous expedition.
I never thought I'd see the day when I would meet a shark that didn't like a good fight.
I like a fight fine, but one-on-one. Makes no sense to fight alongside a bunch of people. There's no opportunity to test your individual strength.
Single combat is good, but sometimes we have to take a less savory approach to things, which is the situation we are put in now.
Well, the situation that you're put in.
The situation you will be put in soon if we fail. Do you have any other well, fine. Are there any other uses you might be able to bring to us then?
Who says I'm interested in joining with you in the first place?
Well, see, this is my lake, so I'm saying
I have to object to
you-
that. It's clearly, obviously not your lake. A lot of other things live here besides you and your frenzy of sharks.
You weren't even born here.
That's not the point. That is not the point.
He's not even from around here.
I was really holding back. I wanted to yell that.
Not got too bad.
Well, I'm going to put a change to that, but first the demons have to be overthrown first.
Your spirit asks if she's a demon. Should we be taking her down?
I haven't quite decided that yet. I haven't quite decided.
Well, since she wants to sing one-on-one fight, kick her ass.
Do I really have to fucking do that again?
Well, not in the water then.
Well, since you, oh my god. Since you like one-on-one fights so much, how about we fight? You win, I'll leave you alone. You lose, you are part of my frenzy, and you will join us. And I will find a use for you.
Dude.
And what assurance do I have that if you lose, all of your thugs here won't just jump me anyway?
I will tell them not to. There are other sharks in this lake, and we will corral others instead.
Hmm. She takes a moment to adjust the spectacles at the bridge of her nose. And will you be using all of that ludicrous magical gear that you have, or are you going to be fighting me one-on-one?
I suppose it might be a bit unfair of an advantage.
Yeah, but this is your fucking experience, dude. You got this shit from being out doing shit. She got her shit from doing nothing. So
I did earn
I think-
all of these, all this power I have.
No, you didn't. Your mom gave you 95% of it.
Shush. I earned it by beating her
Well,
and then beating all my sisters up,
Gross. Sharks are the worst.
says the goblin.
Yep.
well, if you're so intent on fighting me, how about this? If you will fight, we don't use any of our magical gear. If you win, I'll join you, and you can do with me what you wish. If I win, you'll leave me alone, and you'll leave your magical gear with me. How's that sound?
oh fuck no. I would just kick your ass.
No. No. I'm not agreeing to that.
You lose.
Well, I have to stand to gain something from this. I suppose we could say if I win, you surrender to me, and I do with you as I wish.
Hmm. What are you?
And then
Oh,
it turns out
you be
she's level
quiet.
5.
Hmm. I'm thinking over what I can wager on this. That isn't like everything or my entire character, because I'm not agreeing to that kind of crap.
Again.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing to that. Cyra used that on her mom, and her mom agreed because her mom's an idiot. She knows better than to agree to something like that. Not unless she has zero doubts, or
overconfident.
Let me look through. Actually, hang on. Let me look through my inventory. I think I have some. I do have some magic shit that I am not using anymore. So maybe I'll wager something like that. One of those items on this. That's not equipped. Okay. I'm not going to bet all my possessions on one fight. However, I would be willing to wager one of my other magical objects that I have collected. I will. I will bet the Knight's Coil on this.
She takes a look at it. No, I don't think that's going to be enough for me to bet my entire freedom over. How about that spear you have there? Looks like quite a impressive device.
This is the greatest heirloom my family has. I
Well,
will
then
not
it should
part
go
with
to the
that.
greatest shark, shouldn't it?
I am not gonna bet
You got you by the neck.
Thrash on this.
Pussy.
You want her to bet her life, you got to bet something equal.
Oh my god, why are you
Stop
You
helping
guys
me.
always fucking do this to me.
No, I'm not pushing you to bet your character. I'm pushing you to say, yeah, fuck it, go ahead. Don't try this. Whatever, it's your funeral.
I mean, you could always just make her. Like, there's a
This
million
is what
sharks.
happens when you have a society based on might makes right. It's really
true.
annoying to deal with.
I mean, this is true.
And it encourages infinite amounts of douchebaggery.
It's true.
Says the goblin whose
Kinathis.
society is just as bad, but still.
True.
Fuck
No,
makes
no, no.
right.
Yeah. Hey, Fen.
What?
I just something clicked in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Goblins, when they become queens and shit, they just get bigger and bigger until they're immobile, correct?
Canonically, yes.
Miss Boom can't become that.
Not while the campaign's going on.
No, I mean, even afterwards, it's impossible for her to become immobile.
Oh yeah, she's got the whole shape-shifty doodle.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like, oh, wait. She could literally just walk in and kick the queens out, or roll them down a hill like a fat person, and
think-
just take over.
I think with the number of kids she's popping out, she'd have a real strong case anyway. Matter of fact, I think there was a discussion about this last week after the session was over. Adj might have mentioned it. But yeah, Miss Boom is a real strong case for moving up in the goblin hierarchy.
And you can actually move in comparison.
Yep.
Cool.
I kind of just want to like get all my sharks to just fucking just gang fuck her.
Question is, are you playing the pure PC or the corrupt PC?
Hmm.
Oh, I have like 5 corruption. right now.
Yeah, but
That
it's
is
different in this
pure.
game.
Kinathis pure. Oh, that was good one.
Hey, it's almost like it's really hard to stay. It's almost like it's like really, really hard to stay pure in this game.
Man, I totally could have stayed pure, but my character is not about that at all. So I was the opposite. I was like, how fast
Well-
can I be corrupted?
We had one that was pure.
Yep.
She got blown up though.
We had another one quit.
Even she was at max corruption.
You know who wasn't
No,
a
but
match
she-
corruption?
Her corruption
Kira.
was, all right.
So the difference is, even if she had max corruption, she was of pure act.
Fair enough.
Like Kinathis could have had like 0 corruption the entire playthrough. There's been no fucking pure action coming out of their butt.
I play nice characters all the time. This is like one of the only characters I've played that's not just a nice person. Anyway. I really don't want to deal with this. I really don't want to.
And don't let her go her own way. Just because she's NPC doesn't mean she has to get special treatment. CRC NPC.
This is true. And as much as I like Yzma, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go with Maiden's Bane's suggestion. I think this will work out.
Just be careful with the books though. Bring them to the fortress.
So just have everyone rush her and subdue her.
Yeah, me and the other sharks are we're just gonna fucking dogpile her.
Okay, well, she assumes she takes a sigh as she sees everyone gearing up to rush her, puts her book down, tightens her fists, and gives a deep and collected sigh as she achieves inner tranquility. And all of the other sharks find it incapable of piercing through the strange, otherworldly aura that seems to be surrounding her. But between you and Lyra and Maiden's Bane and Minerva, you're able to pretty easily friggin' take her down. So we won't cut to initiative, but we will say that she puts up a fairly difficult fight against you, including to the point of hitting you in just such a way as to send tremors through your entire body.
Oh, she's a
With
fucking monk.
Clench of her fist, she very nearly takes you down completely, but you have all of your family on hand to assail her. So
Wow,
yes,
that would have actually probably been a difficult fight then.
it would have been a difficult fight. Things were up for grabs there, but no, you have taken the easier route of just throw all of your dudes at it and solve the problem.
Yeah, I've gotten in so many 1v1 like fucking 1v1 me bro fights that I'm
You're
just
so
like,
good at them.
And that's usually
yeah,
like your
but I
go-to
don't want
method
to do
for
them
dealing
all
with
the
this
I don't
stuff.
want every like conflict my character gets into personally to be a 1v1 me bro fight where the stakes are generally extremely high.
You're not a cowgirl anymore.
But at least you got a slew of books. Make sure to bring them to the fortress.
I
nice
will
and dry.
consult with my advisors, my closest family members, and comment that this one actually put up a very good fight, despite the odds against her. We could perhaps train her to obey, or we could, just bind her and use her to breed more stronger sharks.
Right.
Or perhaps we could use her to train. We could use her to train others She was very effective.
This is happening away from the stronghold, right?
No, this is off on Isma's island.
Okay. So it's probably a good thing for you.
Yeah, but it looks pretty bad.
You're going
Nobody-
down. I'm going to become a demon route.
Yeah, but there's nothing. The only one that could probably see that far is busy with the librarian. So you're good to go for whatever act you can think of.
So what do my what does my family say when I ask them their opinions on this one, on Yzma, after the fight she put up?
Maiden's Bane says she'll calm down after you put a pup in her belly. Lyra says that certainly you could maybe take her back, and if you've got the time, could train her, get to know her a little bit better, and convince her about just how important it is to fight against the demons. And Minerva kind of feels bad about this whole thing and says it would be best to pray to Mary and seek guidance. No help from your family. They're all of different opinions.
Still, they are opinions, and opinions I will take into account. They are important. I mean, it would be nice to have her as an ally, not just as a broodmare, someone who's actually useful. But she could be a lot of trouble if she wakes up. Then again, we could just take her out again.
No, I'm just gonna shut up. Shut up.
This is a difficult decision. Maybe I should just flip a coin. There's two options I think I would pick between.
Well, we have a random number generator baked right in here.
I don't really have time to, not unless I keep her on the fucking airship with us, but we're actually going underground. I don't have time to fucking convince somebody to. Yeah, fuck this shit. Fine. Yeah, roll a D2. 1 is Lyra, 2 is Maidenbane.
Not listen to your grandma, huh?
Maiden's Bane.
Okay, sounds like you're gonna knock up Yzma.
Yep, guess so. The dice have spoken.
And you don't want the dice to think that you're a liar.
Kill him, Kinathis.
By the
Kill
way,
'em all.
I don't want anyone. I don't want anyone fucking ragging on me. The one or two times I go out of my way to acquire a person, when there are other people who have just gone around wagging their fingers and brainwashing people into being their slaves.
Those have all been hostile NPCs in combat.
And this was also a
God,
comeback.
Kinathis, I can't believe you did that. You should just feel ashamed.
Every fucking time.
Also, Hedrah muted, deafened us. How rude.
Alright, but the sharks eventually come back with Isma in tow. And Cyra returns after putting a shark pup in her belly, as per Maidenbane's suggestion. And you come back to a shitload of cows, all mooing and being milked.
Well, this place has gotten really loud.
If by loud you mean better, much
So
better.
Well, there'll be plenty of milk to go around. What did we bring back from Isma's Island?
So the sharks did their best to bring all of the books back. She had a shitload of books on almost any kind of topic you can think of. Most of them
Wow,
appear
we could
to
actually.
be
It's like we could set
scholarly.
up a library with all
Well,
of it.
Most of them appear to be scholarly, though there is a fair collection of smut as well, including some smut that she bought from Miss Boom.
This looks
Yeah.
familiar.
Traded from Miss Boom, but yeah.
It's like, hey, there's my mom fucking somebody.
Hey, set that aside for later.
Weird.
We could use these books to set up a library or something.
You could.
Interesting. How nice. Alright, well, we'll just put those into the storage then.
And we'll add that to the not yet built side.
Okay.
Library.
Now actually with books.
Okay. So, other than that, the party is going to rest for the evening, get all their ducks in a line, and what have you. And the following morning comes, the party can stop by the alchemy tower for their potions. You have 3 if you wish.
Sorry, what was that?
Alchemy tower.
Yeah.
Potions.
Yes.
Grow Plus, Reducto, Vitality Tincture, Scholar Tea, Imitation Honey.
Imitation honey. Let's see. Oh yeah, I already got a bunch of
Yeah,
those.
Kannan was a bit on the big honey ship.
Yeah, someone else can get some potions. I've got a shitload now.
Oh well, Vitality Tincture was the thing we usually lack, if I remember correctly.
Vitality Tincture is +4 Strength, Scholar's Tea is +4 Wisdom, Grow Plus and Reducto are Enlarge and Reduce respectively, and Imitation Honey heals 5d8.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay, so Pip's going to pick up the potions.
Yeah. Jump that down. Damn, somebody's fucking sneezing like a motherfucker there.
Many sneezes.
Yeah. My roommate. Is there a pure peach to pick from the tree?
No, the gardens and the glade are not yet harvestable.
Okay.
Currently, the only 2 things growing in the gardens are canine peppers and whisker fruit. Did anyone have any fruit-based potions that they would like to plant and get growing?
Oh, well, I got foxberries, I got kanga fruit, I got a whisker fruit already have, I got ringtail figs. You can't plant a goblin, right?
You can plow a goblin.
No, you can plant it on my dick.
So I have a question. I don't remember if it actually got resolved, but does Miss Boom actually make goblins still? Or is she popping out eggs?
That's a good question. What am I popping out eggs that then have goblins in them? How does this work?
Well, you polymorphed yourself into a dragon, so things that would have affected your goblin form aren't in operation. So, like, your instantaneous birthing is not instantaneous.
Oh god, I'm gonna have dragon babbers.
Oh yeah, let's
Slow,
populate this
slow
world with
dragon
dragons
babies.
again.
Oh god, what have I
Hey,
done?
look, don't wait. If I remember correctly, there's 2 people who carry around like a metric fuck ton of OB elixirs. All
Yeah,
right,
my
it's
mom
you
had
2.
like a bag of 30 of them for some reason.
Yeah, and Miss Boom has like 20,000.
I think
as
one
well.
does one quarters the time.
I'm
it
carrying
takes
9
her.
of them, so or rather the like bag that Pip is carrying 9 of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
Oh.
keep your inventory as a secondary bag for Kip, so.
I'm going to. Actually, I feel like I surely shouldn't.
Why
Enough.
not
Fuck
then?
it.
What?
I'm gonna try.
Before you do that, though, you guys, Whitney has gone back to her farm, and you guys don't have many people in the way of gardeners. So, would anyone like to plant those things that Pip suggested with a nature check?
Is anyone here good at nature?
I
Not
have
I.
a +4. What about the 33rd?
I'm a city girl. I have a -2 to nature.
You're a city girl.
Can you
You're a
look
city
at
girl.
Danica's stats? I think I
Danica's
this
a
vague
PC
memory.
now. I don't think she
Yeah.
has much in the
Yeah.
way of nature.
Oh,
If
who
she had
knows?
nature, she
Check.
could be our new gardener.
That's true. That's true. Let's take a look at her character sheet. Do.
+15. Oh,
She has
God.
a +2 to nature.
So out of everyone, Kip has the highest.
So it seems.
Only
Well, if you would
solution.
like, Pip, a nature check for foxberries, then kangaroo fruit, then ringtail figs.
Okay. I can't figure out a way to get advantage on these rolls, right?
All right, I'm just gonna.
Do you have anyone trained in nature that would be able to assist you? No. Can you think of any reasonable reason why Pip would be able to get some kind of an advantage to nature or growing or planting or anything along those lines?
Paint your thumb green.
Aha! We have a lot of books, you said, on every topic from Isma.
That's true.
Gardening should be
Is
in
there
there.
a book on gardening?
Make an investigation check.
Who's good at investigation? I could need some help here.
Well, you're the one looking.
Well, I'm asking people around, so.
I'm a
was-
dragon.
I was
know
not a
investigate
detective.
good.
I was a beat cop. I
And not the dishwasher in the background either. Okay.
Yep, Sonara also does not know.
Alternately, you
Okay.
do have a shrine to Mary here. You could try praying there, and she might be able to help you. She's kind of the goddess
How
of
the
this
hell
kind of
can
thing.
she? Yeah, but there's a problem. You have to be like, alive to do that shit.
Mary is alive.
Oh, no, but Pip isn't technically.
Well, yeah, someone else would have to.
Yeah. Just, god damn it. Okay, so.
Well, I guess
Pip
books for you, no prayer.
squeaks over. Let's see which one is good with Mary. Who would here be good with Mary?
Can anyone here cast dispel magic and such things?
Yes.
Yep, Pip has lots of dispels.
Okay. Oh shit, I would have to.
Well, in terms of physical avatar, that would be Naya, but in terms of spiritual avatar. I would say that's Miss Boom, given fertility.
A lot of fertility.
Ask Scylla.
Scylla is a
Is still
priest.
even here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so follows you guys around.
Oh, I'm not seeing her on the map. That's why. So.
Yeah, because she just follows you guys around.
Okay, so then I asked Scylla if she could ask Mary for help when it comes to gardening and planting and bringing life to plants, I guess, and making them grow and flourish.
Okie dokie. She
Systems,
goes
help
to
and all
the
that stuff.
Sacred Glade and takes a moment to pray to Mary. And when she finishes, she comes back and explains that Mary has given her a degree of insight into the world itself. So Scylla is now temporarily proficient with religion and nature checks. So, hooray! She can now provide you advantage on your planting check.
Yay!
Hey,
God damn it.
utilizing
That's
all
some
of your
fucking-
resources because no one takes nature.
Indeed.
I mean, unless you're like a ranger or a druid.
Well, I mean,
Okay, so the first one. 20.
hey, 20, big success. You have successfully planted foxberries. Next up, kangaroo fruit. And another success. And ringtail figs. Go for the hat trick. Hey, and again, with Scylla guiding you with Mary's words in her mind, you are able to successfully plant all three. They will begin growing immediately.
Woohoo! I float up and give her a squeaky high five.
She gives you a squeakier hug.
Okay. Apparently that works for her. I send a message out to everyone that we got Kanga, Ringtail, and something else that I can't really remember at the moment, which is,
Foxberries, kangaroo fruit, ringtail figs.
yes, those three.
Maybe
And the
Nikki will become a
prospects.
Nikki next.
Oh god. Reaper reloads when he goes into.
Okay, and the stronghold has been updated, both for the new things that are growing in the garden, as well as the discovered benefit of the Sacred Glade. You can commune with Mary to get get advantage on nature or religion, or not advantage, to become proficient on those.
And with the books, then the big pile of books, the librarian actually has something to take care of as well.
Indeed, she still needs a library, but at least she can get those get started on sorting out all of the books that you brought back from Isma's Island.
There should be a slew.
Alrighty, so between the prayer and the planting and sorting through all of the books that the sharks brought back, you guys are about midway through the day. Is there anything else you need to take care of before you head on out to the Sphinxes?
Got my orgy in, so now I'm good.
Okay. So the party heads off to the portal, opens that thing up, and whoop, 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 down and down into Under Marith once more. And with a short flight over to Dias, You return once more to the city of the Sphinxes.
Well,
Oh yeah, sorry, we sort of skipped ahead there. Cyra, did you want to do the stuff with the cloak switching?
I don't know, that fucking shield that saved your ass immensely.
Shield is an amazingly good spell. Like,
Yeah,
no
Kina,
joke.
you're muted again.
If you're talking.
Five ever mute. Words are hard.
I mean, it's.
Got fired a while ago.
Hmm.
Gave it up to some Japanese guy.
Well, I mean, it's. So, being able to fly would be a really great asset to have, since it's my one one of my big actual combat weaknesses, and demons kind of can easily grow wings if they want and can just fly away, and where I cannot pursue.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I don't have wings.
Get over here.
You can levitate.
Levitating is
No.
not flying.
No, you have your harpoon gauntlet things.
That has a 15-foot range on it, and if one movement action is enough to get double or triple its range away from me.
That's too bad it wasn't upgraded with Lumi. That would have been useful. Be like
Oh.
Link's harpoon gun, 20,000 mile range.
Yeah, well, other people there's only so much time, and other people have stuff they want done as well. And I can only wield one weapon at a time. I don't have that boon that Lyra had, where I could wield a two-handed weapon in one hand. Otherwise, then I would totally have a harpoon in one hand and a spear in the other. That would be great.
Those
But
are both
I
one-handed
can't-
weapons.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
The thrash is a two-handed weapon, I think.
If Thrash is a spear, that's a one-handed weapon. Got bad news
No.
for you.
Oh,
You can use it two-handed to bump the damage die up to D8, but
oh, maybe that's what I've been doing now.
It's all turning
Oh,
up
well.
Lyra now, isn't it? Oh, sorry, Cyra, I mean.
same difference.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we don't have access to Lumi anymore. So it's a
Why?
moot
No,
point.
but it's
Why don't
holiday.
we?
Oh, wait, holiday. Yeah, well, I mean, we're not going there, so maybe I'll think about it for that. But still, flying would be really great. But Shield has saved me a few times. But on the other hand, the less unhittable and unkillable Cyra is, the less Adjatha has to deal with artificially inflating enemies.
It's a valid concern.
I've already made concessions towards that voluntarily already. I made this.
Love you for
Concessions
it.
have been made, and enemy stats have been adjusted back down.
We all appreciate it, Kina.
I mean, yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna try and get the Siren Wing Cloak, taken off of Lyra, and give her the shield, the Shark Knight shield cloak instead.
Okay. Well, it all depends on Pip, because Pip is the master of the dispels. So if you would be so kind, Pip,
Would you
D20
be
plus
able to do
your
that?
charisma modifier.
I mean, you don't have to, but I will ask you if you will.
Well, I have no reason to decline. As long as you don't betray or, attack us.
I have no intention on betraying the group and what it stands for.
Okay, I give you a plushy thumbs up. It's just a paw because I don't have thumbs. Okay, so a charisma check, you say?
Yes, if you'd be so kind.
Oh,
First dispel is
try
no
that again.
good. 16 is not enough either.
Shoot.
14,
Wow.
still no good. 19,
Wow.
there you go. So you utilize your amulet to take a free short rest to recharge your spell slots, and with a enough
I know,
time
I
and
got
effort.
4 slots. I
Oh,
got
do you
4
have 4
slots.
casting slots at
At,
this level?
Yeah.
at 19th
Yeah.
level, yeah, a warlock
Oh,
gets,
okay.
I think, their last slot.
Oh, nice! Look at you. 4 whole spells.
4 holes.
I know.
4 whole spells.
Yeah, I
Dagnation.
know. Then
Alright.
compared to my fucking level 13 sorcerer, it'd be like, haha, just shooting spells all over the fucking place.
Alright, so
Yeah.
did you want to take an hour rest to recharge your spell slots, or use your amulet to recharge them, or just go off to DS with no spell slots?
No,
I mean, it's only an hour.
Might as well.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, but I'll pop my amulet just to make sure.
Okay. So your spell slots have been restored, and with enough time, you're able to throw magic at the cloak clinging to Lyra's shoulders, and eventually manage to pry the magic loose and pull it off of her. And at that point, Cyra changes it out because she wants to be like Grandma and also have wings.
Wow, it's a great comment. Also, but I'm gonna give Lyra back her other cloak, and I'm actually going to give her back her sun gold armor and her hammer.
Okay. Re-equip just in case the stronghold comes under attack while you guys are away.
Yeah, and in fact, I'm going to give some other magic items away to some of my other NPCs. Let's see.
Okay. What is your passive perception, out of curiosity?
My passive, 18.
You have a passive perception of 18?
That's what my character sheet says.
Oh, wow. Okay. Shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So there's
It's 10 plus
two
your
pieces of
wisdom
that
or
sriracha.
perception.
It's 10
value.
plus your perception bonus.
Okay, yeah. Dang. All right, so as you are handing off the sun gold armor, you notice that it seems to shimmer and jiggle a little bit as if it's alive.
Ooh. As if it's alive.
Yes. Seems like it's trying to take a different shape, but it's still in the shape of armor, so it eventually relents and stays armor.
Huh. I wonder. I'm going to carry this armor over. I'm going to hold that thought with Lyra getting this armor. I'm going to go find Nikki real quick. And I'm going to go ask her if Lyra is here. Yeah, is she around? Third? Hello?
33rd.
Is Third asleep or dealing with dogs? Or both?
Or muted?
Octomuted, who knows, maybe doing like Kinathis again.
Or Third has become a dog.
Probably, I guess Third just got up from the computer, maybe?
Also possible.
Didn't
So
mention it either.
Well, anyway, I guess I'll go find her and ask to see, talk to Valeria.
Yeah? What can I do for you? Oh, okay. It was dogs, haha.
You're some kind of magic goo, that person that lives in armor, right? That's what I'm getting from you.
Me?
Is this right? No, Valeria.
See, I live in a goo that lives in armor.
Is this correct or am I wrong? You just live in the armor. You're not actually the armor.
Valeria is not actually the armor. She lives in the armor, but she can also assume the shape of armor for people to wear
Okay,
her.
but you're both goos and you can both communicate with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out this weird sun gold armor and like see. I was looking at this and it felt like it was trying to take its some kind of other form. It was like jelly almost, but then it just returns to being armor. And I the thought, is this thing actually armor or is this something
It's a medic.
else? Is this like a goo that's been cursed to be armor, or what is this? Can you talk to it? Is that a thing?
Well, shoot, I can certainly give it a try.
I'll let
I'll-
Valeria tackle that.
I'll
I'll be
place
right back.
the strange sun gold armor on the ground.
Okay. She morphs off of Nikki and goes into the armor. The armor starts vibrating and heating up, and Valeria pops back out. Yeah, I think that's some kind of a goo. Something
Oh,
I've never really met before. Like it doesn't seem to have a heart or anything, but it's not like it doesn't need food, so it's a little confusing. Where'd you get
strange.
this thing from?
Well, I got it from the collection of things I won from my mother, and I believe she got it from a bunch of scorpion girls underground, who got it from an adventure that they ate.
Huh. Real strange. I was trying to talk to it, but it doesn't seem to be able to, make concrete words. It's just like a general feeling from it, like it's, trying to get back to its mother.
Strange. Trying to get back to its mother?
Yeah, there was this feeling like it was, part of something larger, and it was trying to reunite. I don't know. It was a little weird. I might be putting an unfair spin on it, but anyway, that's what I think.
It was trying to return to its whole. Like it was taken off of something. It's just a piece of a giant, some kind of bigger goo.
I guess, yeah. But it's weird because, like, it's got all the hardness of, like, metal, right? And
Yeah.
normally goos can't do that. So, I don't know. I've certainly never heard of anything like that before.
Well, it was found underground, and we're going to Diaz, which is underground, so maybe we can show this around to some people down there and see if anyone knows anything about golden goos that are hard as steel.
Well, I guess it's worth a try.
I guess it's worth a try. So I guess in the meantime, I will equip Lyra with the heart shield full plate instead.
Okay.
She can get the heart shield. And okay, I'll just mark that down. Oops. On Cyra. And I guess I'll give Cyra. Actually, I wonder how much corruption like Maiden's Bane has.
Maiden's Bane is to corruption as Broly is to power level.
Sick references.
I will give Maiden's Bane. I'll give her the Knight's Jewel then.
What's your name? Adjatha.
Yes.
But Broly isn't canon.
Maybe Maiden's Bane isn't canon either, so that's fair, right?
Oh snap! What?
Well, we got
Actually, you know what, I have
female
something-
goalie.
you know what, I
Does it
have
mean,
something-
it's gonna
This is
change?
weird. I don't know where this came from, but I have had this written down on my character sheet for a long time.
Mysterious.
Something called a corset of the sublime, and it says, and it was written present for Minerva. And I don't remember
Oh.
what that item does.
Yeah, I think you bought that and you're like, yeah, I'm going to give that to Minerva. And then you never got
When
around
I
to it.
never saw her again. So yeah, so I guess I'll give that to her then. I don't know what it does anymore. Let's see. Minerva has that. Lyra has those things, and Maiden's Bane has the Knight's Jewel. Okay.
Okay. Course of the
That's-
Sublime is a chainmail bikini, light armor +2, and up to 3 times a day you can cast Sanctuary on yourself as per the cleric spell.
Oh, that's cool.
So you got it from Teladra.
Oh, okay, that's where that came from. Okay.
So, equipping your family, good stuff.
Yeah.
And was there anything else anybody needed to take care of before we head over to
So
Diaz?
fucking lazy. The first minute is just a recap, and then
I will
I
take
just have a
that
question.
as yes.
Is trash email?
You know, Kinathis has never checked. The voice that everyone hears is vaguely masculine, though. And the owner of Thrash can tell you that it comes from before all of these sharks were female sharks. So it was wielded by the last Shark King on their desperate bid to take down the demons. The Shark King and all of the soldiers never came back, leaving nothing but females and tiger sharks, and thus all of the females and tiger sharks are all that remains at the start of CoC.
So there aren't actually any male sharks chained to the bottom of the lake. Used as breeding stock constantly.
Right. I
Forever,
mean,
because
people
they're
might
super
turn
brutal
into
monsters.
right. People might turn into male sharks through transformatives like Jason. Jason. But yeah, the natural born sharks, it's just female and tiger sharks. And at this point, there's enough corruption, or there was enough corruption seeping into the lake that it persisted in just those two.
Okay. All right
Yeah.
then. Well, I have nothing. I have nothing more to do before we leave.
Okay. So the party opens up the portal to Undermarith, and a short hop, skip, and jump with a flight from your Sphinx mounts takes you to Diaz. And you can see that there is something of a celebration going on in the town. Everyone is either in the air or in the streets celebrating, presumably because the king and queen have returned. Their giant friggin' 60-foot tall masses are visible even this far away.
Princess Nia looks so cute, so small in comparison.
And
So
yet she is
tiny.
gigantic compared to you guys. All right. And Riva meets you as you fly down towards the lodge where you guys normally stay at. She greets you enthusiastically, thanking you for everything that you've done for the Sphinxes. Now that the royal family is back, the Sphinxes have declared a holiday that has been going on since the king arrived. And she would be very pleased if she could take you to the royal family for an official recognition of all of your efforts, as well as a little tour of the city. Unfortunately, most of the businesses are closed for the time being, but of course, you are famous enough that if you want something, she's sure that someone will open up for you. She does caution, however, that a delegation from the other Under-Marith races is currently in assembly. There's one of the Goblin Queens who is simply serving as a witness and a mediator, but it is primarily between an envoy from the Nubis Empire as well as the Civic clans. Hopefully they can negotiate some kind of a peace, and Riva confides that she and Sonara have been working to convince both of them to come to assist the party with their attempt to fight against the demons. She knows the Civics are highly motivated to fight against the demons since they were a failed demonic experiment. The Nubis have a deep and abiding hatred of the Civics, but perhaps they can be coerced into, or at least convinced into, the greater threat of the demons. So, Riva is going to take you guys to the King and Queen, unless you guys have somewhere else that you need to go first and foremost.
I don't think so. I don't think we do, but I will take a look at this shop list while we're doing things.
Okie dokie. So, Riva takes you guys up. Boop, boop, boop. And the king, the queen, and the princess are all eager for your attendance, so they make room and let you guys come into the area to take a seat, kick back, and enjoy as the Sphinxes put on a demonstration of their appreciation for everything that you've done. The demonstration is largely focused on a magical display. The king and queen apparently have copious degrees of magical prowess in addition to their sheer mass and strength. And each of them utilizes their expertise to weave delicate illusions, mighty explosions, and subtle shifts and changes. The Sphinxes themselves go through elaborate loops and conduct something of an aerial display, making hairpin turns and zooming by at top speeds, cruising past in something of an air race form. And indeed, your mounts want to take place as well, because they've been flying around for so long, they think that they might have built up their wing muscles a little bit.
Oh yeah, go for it.
All right.
You didn't put it in the fridge.
So you guys have a little Red Bull air race kind of thing going on, and during the performance and presentation, Golden Sphinxes, the king and queen present you guys with a formal gift of appreciation for everything that you've done for the Sphinx people, and this comes in the form of both a monetary gift as well as an oath of devotion. Though they cannot necessarily promise the Sphinxes themselves, that is a matter for the assembly, the king and queen promise to be there when you fight against the demons. They will be on hand to lend a paw each.
Wow. Well, those are some very large paws that they have.
Indeed. It's like 300, but there's only 2. But they're the size of the Persian Empire.
So whose dick do I have to suck on the assembly to get the Sphinxes to commit their military?
Well, that'd be the assembly itself.
I don't think they really have a military. It would probably just, they're very scholarly. Perhaps they have a bunch of mages that could be helpful.
Yep.
Bunch of wizards. Bunch of wizard Sphinxes.
So,
what's your name?
Get 300 wizards all casting magic missile as many times as they can.
Miss Boom is prepared to suck 300 dicks if that's the type of sacrifice she has to make.
Fenoxo, we can actually cut down that time, because you transform yourself into a golden Hedrah.
Oh God.
That sounds horrifying. Oh my god.
I
What would
think
that be?
Adge would
What would that-
probably stop me from transforming into nightmare aberrations of infinite mouths.
Oh my god. What would that even look like? Would that
keep
just
cutting the head to make more heads.
would it be like a goblin tar that actually has the lower body of a goblin, but has like 4 legs, and like from the shoulders there's just like all these long necks with goblin heads on top of it?
Just
Oh my
fucking
god.
fractal goblins.
Just
Please no.
Right.
Just this squid body
Jesus.
where each tentacle ends in a goblin head.
Oh
And
my
there's just
god.
like 1,000 tentacles.
Well, okay, so we cut off one head to grow 2 more heads to give that. So
I am intrigued in a very disturbed way that I don't feel comfortable about at all.
okay, so if by my estimation it would take about 10 minutes, we could actually get enough Hedrah booms to give the entire assembly blowjobs at the same time. Actually, less than 10 minutes.
Mm. But you'd have to be gigantic.
Let's figure
But
out
what
the
if they
math.
don't all
No,
have
just-
dicks though?
Well, Hydra dicks don't grow up. Wait, do they?
I don't think that's a oh my god, please let's not go down that line of thought. Cutting off, but no. Let's just, I would be safe and I would be happy to assume no for that one. Let's just not touch that.
If they don't have a dick, though, you just put out one of those face dildo things, and then you could just headbutt them / headfuck them.
Anyway, I suppose we'll have to talk to the assembly then to get support. And perhaps while we're wandering around the city enjoying the festivities, someone will get our attention.
Later on.
I know that there's a couple things I might want to buy from here, actually. So going about doing that would be something.
But hey, at least we know Miss Boom has finished her library card.
While we're here,
And,
I gotta cash in
Glassworks.
at the Glassworks.
Indeed. All right. So, the festivities come to an end fairly late. Are you guys going to stay for the entire thing?
Heck yeah.
I
during
sure
the
am.
display, during the display, what's your name? Adjatha, can I roll Arcanas to analyze the type of magic they're using? Because it probably differs from what Pick uses. And study it.
Yeah. The king and queen are sorcerers, so would be innate magic versus magic that is granted to them from a powerful patron.
Okay, but the rest then.
So,
I'm just trying to see if I can get some magical insight information to be able to, weed that shit into my.
I guess go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. Yes, your tiny cat. Ah, get off.
Unclear. You would probably need a great deal of study to figure out the true nature of the Sphinx magic.
Very well.
So time pass. Eventually the presentation winds down, and the king and queen present you with the gift that they have promised. They present you with a collection of beautiful gems and jewels that is worth a tremendous princely sum of money. So do. And
Oh, crap.
I assume that's not each.
no. Divide up as you like. It is all in the forms of elaborate gems and jewelry. So it's not like they're giving you a huge war chest filled with gems, but rather a collection of delicate, finely crafted artisan pieces, which you can then, of course, turn to just regular spin money or keep as treasures and valuables. Because what's the point in having a stronghold unless you have a vault filled with your accumulated wealth? Or you can spin it all. Additionally, they present you with a collection of skill stones. So everyone gets one skill stone.
Nice.
Sweet.
You can only ever have the benefits of one skill stone at a time. So if you already have a skill stone, you might want to choose one that you don't already have and just choose which one to use at a time. But you basically choose one of the skills you would like, and you gain proficiency in that skill.
Have we gotten skill stones in the past?
I seem to
think
recall
Cyra bought a
one.
skill stone before.
Just
Robot?
It's in the DS merchants stuff, if you want the actual specifics, but yeah. Where's the thing?
Oh, I bought an iron stone. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys bought iron
But-
stones. I don't know if you bought skill stones before.
I want a
No, I did not
persuasion
buy
skill stone.
Okay. So
Aren't you already proficient in persuasion?
Not in dragon form.
okay.
Good. Now I can get a fucking Arcana skill stone.
Hey, at last proficient in Arcana. Insight
It only took you until level 19.
19 and a half. All right. So
Screw
King
you,
K
Nikki.
takes Insight. Pip takes Arcana. Miss Bazoom takes Persuasion. Nikki and Cyra.
Insight sounds good. That's a skill I'm highest up in. No, I'm gonna take perception.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a good guardsman, you can now at last investigate scenes of crimes.
mean,
Well, not investigate, but
Yeah, I've always had a decent
See that.
perception because I have good wisdom. So
yes,
I'm
gather
trying.
the important information as soon as you set foot on the scene, rather than take a ton of time to catch back up.
And
And-
passive perception.
Yes, thank you.
21.
Cyra.
Stealth. Also, I didn't realize that the rings of retaliation also hurt people that attack me.
Yeah, I don't
Hit
think you've
me.
ever used that function.
I've forgotten about that now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that
It-
down.
It's a wildly unbalanced item that I regret making, but I'm not going to
Yeah,
take it
I'm
from
just-
you.
Yes, it is.
Yes. When I put this stuff out for internet rules,
You know what? It's fine. I already
Wildly
retaliate
changed.
when I. You know what? I already retaliate when I'm hit. So I'm just gonna forget I saw that.
Okay. King K, if you would like to stop by a store, they are technically closed, but certainly exceptions can be made. The
Excellent.
envoys are busy touring the city, so people have to open their stores up anyway. So yeah, you can stop by and pick up an ironstone as well.
Cool.
More constitution.
Well, the ironstone's
Maybe.
capped at 20, so if you're already at 20, then you can't get any
In
benefit
that
from
case,
it.
it's time for strength.
Yeah.
Can you have more than one iron stone, or I
Yeah,
don't?
I guess so. They're just floating around your head, though, so people can snatch it off relatively easily.
Hmm. So I have one for intelligence.
Actually, wait. No. I'm sorry. Ironstone takes up a helmet slot, so yeah, you cannot have multiple ironstones at a time.
Okay.
That's why. It's like, I
That
thought I put
defeats-
something in there.
That defeats the entire purpose of ion stones.
Well, in actual 5e, it takes up one of your 3 item slots, so
Also defeats.
don't worry about it. If you want a halo of ion stones, it's going to be of somewhat limited use.
Great Wizard Ion would be disappointed.
Aha,
Great Wizard Ion.
but that's why Hydra Boom is much better.
Oh my
Lord.
god.
Enough with the Hydra Boom.
Like 20 in all stats. Perfect.
Does the nip snack slowdown only affect felines?
The benefit from nip snacks only benefit felines, period.
Oh, so that you get it doesn't heal anyone. That's
It
not a
provides
feline.
no benefit for people who are not already feline.
That's funny. Okay.
Does it affect gnolls then? Because gnolls are more closely related to felines.
If
I
they're
believe they're in the
technically
Felidae family.
if they're technically feline, then it works for them. Yes.
Let's see.
That's why
Oh,
Danica
okay.
transformed herself into a kitty cat and then stocked up on snacks and vapor for things.
She did it so she could get high.
Yes.
But then
That's... God damn it, Danica.
But they're in the Hyenidae family, but the Feliformia suborder,
Mm.
which includes cats, hyenas, mongooses, civets.
It's crazy.
I also I forget. Did I get that curse removed? From I
Which
think
curse?
I did. The one Sarah put on me.
Which curse?
Oh, I know that's right. I remember now. I remember how that happened. How that
Yes.
went away.
Yes.
Never mind.
Yeah, so Miss Bazoom and Pip are rolling up on the glassworks like a bunch of Goombas, collecting what they're owed. And indeed, the owner of the glassworks, Kibi, the little Phoenix, the little Sphinx girl, is ready for you.
Oh, hello. It's good to see you guys again.
How's it going?
Oh, wonderful. We've managed to get everything up and running, and I've been able to make lots of potions since then. And we've even been able to turn a bit of a profit, so I can start paying you guys back.
Oh, that's just fantastic.
At this level of production, we're going to be able to make in the realm of like 4,000 gems a week. So we've been at it for a week or two now, and I've managed to call in a few favors to get a little bit extra. So right now I can pay you both 4,000 each. So that should take care of you, Mr. Puppy, and just a down payment for you, Mrs. Weren't you a goblin before?
Yeah, it's a long story, and I'll just turn into what I used to look like.
Oh, there we go. Yes. So there you go.
So you both get 4,000 gems. Pip's debt is discharged, and Miss Bazoom, you still have some money waiting
God.
for you.
So much more money waiting for me.
So much more, but you're going to have to pay back a bit
Wasn't
later.
it like 20K or something that we had to dump into the shit?
It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, but just a minute. Okay. Pip looks at the sack of gems and gives it to Miss Boom. There you go.
But
That's another part of your payment done.
no.
Squeaks off. Squeaks off.
Pip, take your goddamn money.
It's too late. It's
Never.
already squeaked off. It's already
Pip is a
squeaking
plushie.
off.
He has no need for material wealth. The aesthetics of being a tiny squeaky doll.
Well, now I have 30,000 gems, so that's a thing.
Yeah, it's part of the payment for her debt, so to help cut it down so she can start making more cash instead of, like constantly having this massive debt above her head, like a college student.
Yeah, pretty much. Kibi proudly reports that they got the production on OV elixirs up and going first. So since you specifically requested that, so if you need some OV elixirs, she has them at discounted price for you.
Nice.
Additionally, once she has finished discharging her debt to you, she'll have a little bit of free time. So if you bring her any kind of a potion, she can try to reverse engineer it to start producing it at the glassworks.
I see. I see.
And then Pip just opens his robe.
Sidles right back in. Wait just a minute.
I heard somebody say something.
Can
Would you
confirm.
like to leave any potions with Kibi to reverse engineer? It will destroy the potion that you leave with her.
I have bee honey on me and pure honey.
True, though you are building the hive to hopefully get more of those. But if you'd like to potentially get even more, you could have her trying to produce them as well.
Yeah. It's like it's game time. It's gaming time now.
Do that too, a Pip.
Yeah, that's
Pepperoni.
bee honey.
Okay.
Maybe-
You're going for bee
I'm
honey
trying-
and pure honey?
Let's see. I'm looking at royal honey was pure honey healed, guaranteed healed big time and corruption. That's pure honey. Bee honey did what? Again, that was a buff potion. Advantage on wisdom saves. Yes. I knew that. Do you have any, what's it called? Rare shit that we should probably try?
Good question. You have some rare eggs that you got from the harpies.
I was just going to ask, could she make eggs into potions and then do that?
Yes, if it's a consumable, she can reverse engineer it.
Then we have we have those weird phoenix eggs, and I have this silver dragon egg.
It does take time, so you'll have to leave it to her in the order in which you would like it produced.
Okay, then for that I would recommend we take lost the word again. The rarest first. Hopefully you get more than one of.
I think we've got like 3 of these phoenix eggs.
Yeah, but we still have only one silver egg.
We only have 1 silver dragon egg, so once it's made into a potion, it'll be the only potion available for it. But then she can make more of them.
Yeah. So go with dragon and then pure honey.
Okay, silver dragon egg. Well, silver egg. And then pure honey.
Yeah.
Okay, so you drop those off with her. She excitedly starts studying them, then remembers that you're still there, sets them in a place of great reverence and honor, and asks if there's anything else she can possibly do for you.
Okay, she's selling OV elixirs.
Oh, yes.
Tinctures and teas and seeds.
Yes. For the prices listed.
Yes. But the discount was on the OVs, correct?
Some of them have a greater discount than others. For example, golden seeds are typically more expensive. Here they're 2,000. And Taladra, you recall they were like 5,000. OV elixirs, depending on where you bought them from, were anywhere between 300 to 1,000. Here they're only 200, so on and so forth. She's giving you a good deal on pretty much everything she's got.
That's okay. I'm gonna take a couple of big tinctures to begin with. So that 8, so that's 500. So 500, and then Miss Boom, since you're a dragon and stuff like that,
I am.
you got enough of elixirs.
I have 9 right now. I don't really need more.
Okay.
Make it an even 20.
You're saying I should drink 20 all at once?
No, I was kidding. I was joking.
I mean, if you
It's
say
You
your-
only need to,
He's funny
think
laughs.
I think you only need to drink at most 4.
Yes.
yeah, but what would
Or-
happen if you drink 20?
I think you just make eggs.
You just
Come out?
shotgun them down at once.
Yeah, if you're not pregnant and you take an OV elixir, it gives you egg pregnancy, and then the following 4 accelerate egg pregnancy to
What if I
full speed.
What if I shifted into goblin form, right? Right?
Yeah.
And we get like a fucking beer bomb hooked up to me, and one of the big strong characters can just like hold me by my arms and my legs and like point me at the enemies, and I'll just like mainline that shit until I'm just firing eggs out like a railgun.
Just machine gun eggs constantly.
There's no way this could possibly fail.
I think we would need a lot more OV elixirs than that. Like we would need like a tank filled with OV elixir.
Oh, a tanker of OV elixir. That'd be perfect. And we
Not a,
could
not a
pressurize it
tanker. We need like a barrel. of
Yeah,
stuff.
but we pressurized a little bit so it gets forced down faster.
Just a keg of OV elixir.
I like where you guys' heads are at.
Chug.
This is an awful idea. I'm just
This is excellent. No,
Terrible
if you're a giant sized as a dragon, you'll be bombarding them. Artillery shells, let's say. This is
oh my
excellent.
god. But then we need even. Well, I guess maybe I don't know if it just we might not need
No.
more than you might not need
No,
like a
each
shit.
potion is a dosage. It's a
It's still
fixed
a dosage.
dosage, remember? Yes.
Boulder-sized
now have-
eggs.
Now we have egg artillery.
This is terrible. This is even. Do the eggs
Auxiliary.
crack right? And there's like, do the eggs break open?
If
We've
you
never tried.
throw them at stuff, yes, they would break.
That would just make the battlefield into a slimy just mess.
Nah, you hard boil them first. That way they go rolling like cannonballs.
Hard boil them and use them as catapult ammunition.
So you'd have to be some kind of fire dragon.
Give me
Flame
another
orbital
one,
You
too.
You
dragon.
could even use them as Trojan horses. Just crawl up inside it, launch it. It's a nice padding for you.
What, like
But then
Yoshi?
you-
Just egg yourself?
Wait,
Sure, why not?
wait. I have something just dawned to me. Since there is no undead in CoC, right?
Yeah.
shoulder,
But there are spirits, but spirits are a different classification than ghosts.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
thing is, there is no undead.
Right.
So would
Sure.
would a skeleton dragon become a lust dragon?
There's no skeleton dragons. You can't turn into a skeleton.
Mind broken dragon.
I mean, technically, that's more or less what Miss Bazoom already is.
Yeah.
She just retains her intelligence.
No, but you need to get some stats out for a lost dragon that doesn't have like a elemental breath, but has a lost breath instead. And tits.
Ooh, how about a psionic gem dragon? But instead of like ruby or diamond or lethicite dragon.
That doesn't.
No, that doesn't work
No.
because lethicite is soul.
Souls.
Yeah, but it's crystal.
Yeah, but you have to be a really corrupt motherfucker to be running around with
Not
souls
unless, the
corrupt.
every time the dragon ate someone, it created more ammunition for itself.
That would be slightly less work. That would actually be slightly worse. Oh look, I like to parade around the people's degenerate people's souls here.
I mean, you
To
could just go with the
eat
lethicite
people.
golem.
It seems awful.
That's worse.
Yeah, it's much
Too
worse.
bad people. Okay, so back to the shopping at hand.
Yes.
So, good. Golden nuts. Have to take 2 golden seeds. Awesome. And you have barely any fucking scholar's key. So that's 400 there. So there we go. And Godspeed, I think I have quite a few of them. Yeah, I got 7 of them. So. Okay. That should be enough.
Gasp.
Gasp! I'm gonna go buy something.
You are?
Okay.
Boy.
What you buying?
I'm
What are
gonna
you
go
selling?
buy a Minotaur pearl necklace.
I figured that's what it was going to be.
Hey.
Kannan is right there.
Ah.
If he could provide these on a daily basis, that'd be fantastic.
I can indeed provide you with a Minotaur pearl necklace every day.
Does the damage stack if you throw multiple beads?
No, you just throw 2 at a time. But yes, it casts poison-based fireball, or you can.
So that means it's maxed, right?
It's
Yes.
8d8 poison.
But with my thing where poison attacks are maxed. Does
Well,
that
that's a
count?
poison attack, so yeah.
Oh wow, 3rd with the power
Yeah.
combos.
I can just throw
Oh,
it down at my feet, like wade out into combat, and just poof.
It is worth noting, however, that
Gotcha.
once those pearls have been used, they do not come back.
I kind of figured, yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping the damage would stack just so I could use it as a tactical nuke.
7 times 64. Congratulations. Can do 448 damage with that.
Indeed, but it does not, so 1 at a time. Okay, well sold.
I'm going to buy an Ion Stone of Charisma. And an Ion Stone of Wisdom. Because fuck, I need... if I can get like a point more into those, then fuck, that's great.
Remember, you can only benefit from 1 Ion Stone, counts as a helm.
Oh, that's right. Never mind then, I already have 1.
Yes.
Never mind. All right, that's right. I forgot about that.
Just make it orbit your other head.
I don't think that counts. No,
Counts as
that
an
already
orbit?
has a piercing in it.
An ion cock ring.
Just take down notes.
No, that would be that would be quite horrible because the Iron Stone is set to rotate.
Just always maintain an erection and you'll be fine.
Yeah, hold it back because as soon as you go limp, it will start twisting it.
Start
I'm gonna buy
buffering
the
your
onyx.
balls.
I'm gonna get an onyx shell cameo, just in case, because I've been slammed for like 100 damage once or twice before, and it was just like, ugh, of a hit. So I don't want that. I feel like that might be happening again to me. I'm gonna maybe have that as a backup just in case. Do. All right, I'm basically done.
Okay. And in fact, you can clip the cameo to your new cloak.
Cool. Stylish.
Okie dokie. And was there anything else anyone else needed to buy? It is fairly late at night. People are more or less turning in. But if you
What are
wanted
they turning
to,
into?
sleepy sphinxes.
Gotta sing them their sphinxy lullabies.
Indeed.
Let me see if someone going to be going to. Aren't we like big name heroes here or something like that?
Indeed.
Big damn
Everyone
heroes.
knows about the people who rescued the king and queen and princess.
I am going to pick one of the a sphinx and try to go back to their place.
Okay. Any sphinx in particular, or just a random sphinx that catches your eye?
I actually kind of like the jeweler with the golden eyes. She looks pretty nice. I like her.
Panya.
Panya.
Okay. You head over. She is closing up shop. She is flattered by the suggestion, but unfortunately, she had a hectic day with the envoys coming through, and the queen of the goblins there had her flying around the shop so much that she ended up spraining one of her wings. She's headed over to the sauna now to get a massage to soothe it out, and she'll probably end up spending the night at the spa. But perhaps tomorrow.
A massage, huh? Well, perhaps she wouldn't be. Would she mind someone going with her? Some company.
If you'd like, certainly.
Then I will accompany her to this massage parlor, and I've never had a massage before, so that would be nice.
Okay.
Wait, removes HP reduction effect. Oh, I lost a little bit of HP when I lost that curse. Maybe I can get that back. I think it was like 2 points, only like 2 points or something. Coolio.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything to take care of tonight? Or turn in and see what you want to do for the following day.
Oh, sorry. I got a funny number from reducing the costs.
Ah, yes.
1776. Let's see. Since Pip doesn't need to sleep anymore, he goes to the library.
Okay. Which library? The Malkin Library is all about magical stuff. The Ibis Library is all about history.
Well, that's I think it was the something. Malkin
Yes,
library that was I found the esoteric books.
indeed. Okay. Well, you got your library card, which is good for both of them. So you're going to head over there. The librarian is busy taking care of normal library stuff. There is also a civic who is filling out the copious paperwork necessary for her library card. She is upset, to say the least, but is doing it all the same.
Well, let's see. Can I give her a little help? Because I've filled this out before, so I should know the procedure.
If you'd like to help, certainly. You guys might be done by the following morning.
I said a little help, not all the help.
Okay, well, fair enough. You can
So
give her a
to
little bit of
cut
help,
down-
certainly.
Yeah, so to cut down because an hour and a half would at least equate to at least 2 hours paperwork for her. So
All right, good stuff. Well, she
Mhm.
gladly accepts your assistance and thanks you, though she admits that she's not familiar with whatever kind of thing you are.
oh, I am. Tulsi said a plushie.
Okay, well, she hopes that works out for you.
Well, it currently does as much as it does, and its appearance has been very, very useful during combat situation versus demons, because they don't consider you really a target.
She laughs and says that if you are so used to dealing with demons, perhaps you can head over to the civic domain and wipe those creatures from the land as well.
Well, my team, or rather the team and I, were rather instrumental in the return of the Sphinx royalty, and we have been non-stop combating the demons since we formed.
Well, she's been in meetings pretty much all day, so she heard stuff going on outside, but was unable to actually see any of that. So it does give her a little more context for what is happening in the city.
Yes, I heard. So I take it you're from the civic envoy.
No, she's Nubis.
Oh, sorry, Anubai.
Yes.
I can't see the name, so
Oh, yeah.
that all looks very weird.
She is indeed a representative of the Nubis matriarchs and is here to try to negotiate, but she admits that negotiations have not been going particularly well. Elle, the Goblin Queen, who's supposed to be helping these kind of things, has turned this whole affair into a basically just a grandiose scheme to self-aggrandize her own participation. She's basically making things worse, to speak frankly. But honestly, Rama didn't really come here in good faith to begin with. She doesn't believe that there can ever be any peace between the Nubis and the Civics. The Civic are a parasite. They perpetuate themselves by turning the less fortunate into their own number, and their favorite target are the vulnerable Nubis boys that the females need for their own procreation.
Yes, I've seen that. We were the same team that had an audience with your matriarchs, as well as undoing the other character, that the Cthulhian eye monster there.
The Ima, yeah.
Yeah, it was reported as favorable for us, correct?
Yeah, because you guys saved the Nubis who had been enslaved by it, and they reported back that there was some kind of a disturbance, but that you guys were able to render your assistance. You left the city under not so great terms, but and never came back. But presumably your help at the Reaver outpost went back and perhaps brought your reputation to a more neutral or favorable standing.
Yeah, I mentioned that we weren't exactly well liked initially, but hopefully a little bit that we did with the Reaver outpost there, so it to be slightly more favorable.
Well, of course, if you're willing to take a stronger stance against the civics, Rama could take word back about this and perhaps set up a new meeting with the matriarchs, see if they can't join forces and excise the wretched demons as well as their foul creations from the face of the world.
Yeah, but or if a more favorable position, we can convince the civics to stop going after your Anubai.
She highly doubts that is ever a possibility, but perhaps in the land
What
of
if?
wishes and tickles, something like that could come to pass, then yes, she supposes it would be more favorable.
I mean, we don't really
it
have the
just
time
looks-
for it, but it would be nice to get like some way to, I don't know,
Yeah, but
stop
this is
them
one of
from
the-
being from doing the whole conversion thing.
Yeah, but that's what have to be completely rewriting their, creational makeup.
Well, yeah, we don't have the time to bother Lumi with that kind of shit.
Or, condoms. There's that.
I got condoms for days.
For days!
Yeah. That's an entire race.
Plus, they kind of need that to perpetuate themselves.
Yeah, to create more of themselves. That's
Indeed. All right, so Pip is going to hang out with the Nubis envoy at the library. Cyra is going to hang out with Panya at the spa. Savin is BRBing. So, Nikki, where are you going to be? You're just going to go to the lodge and turn in for the night?
I mean, everybody else is doing shit, so I may as well do someone too.
Okay.
Probably would be expecting too much to fuck the king and queen.
unless you got a dick larger than yourself,
I could be the dick.
dude, you have to be at least twice or 3 times your own mass to be a small dick.
Yeah, she's 60. Both of them are 60 feet tall, so.
Miss Boom, we need your dragon girth.
Okay.
Dragon Garth.
I'm just full of girth.
Miss Boom, what are you? You're like 15 feet tall? Something like that? 15?
Let me look at the stat block. I guess it doesn't list height actually. I'm in dragon form. I am huge.
Huge. So yeah, roughly like 15 to 20 feet long from
Yeah.
tip to tail kind of thing.
I'm pretty big.
So you're still
Yeah.
a third the size
What?
of the Sphinxes, though.
What age category are you?
I'm adult, bitches.
Wonder if there's size comparison. Yeah.
You'd still be looking at like Andre the Giant next to like I don't know, a little person.
What's that? I can't remember what his name is. I can't remember that actor's
Peter
name.
Dinklage.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking of someone else. Actually, I was thinking of a different one, but yeah, sure.
Vern Troyer.
Maybe?
Wee Man.
Mini-me.
Mini-me. I was thinking of the guy who
Vern
plays
Troyer.
Mini-me.
Is
That
Mini-Me.
guy, yeah. Never knew his name. Anyway, same kind of thing, but yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty big size difference.
Vern Troyer's in Jurian. Pretty cool dude.
Mm.
I guess I'll just go wander around, find someone to make sweet love
There
to.
is a whorehouse.
Nah, I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna cozy up to some sexy little
Free
Sphinx
love.
girl.
Okay. You guys are famous enough that you're able to find someone attractive and single to take you up to their roost. And Big K, Savin, are you back?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna head to the lodge. It is nighttime. Things are winding down, closing up. Or was there somewhere else you wanted to go?
Well, I will go to the whorehouse because someone has to.
Okay. Mew, the brothel madam, has heard tales of the party and offers to set you up with one of the ladies. She does confess that the newest companion, Sala, is engaged with a client already.
As Savin looks at the Cibic icon on there. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Kannan will just ask for the bustiest girl on offer.
Okay.
Just fuck
They
the
have
Civic. What could go wrong?
A
No.
large-sized Sphinx who has extra large-sized bust, so they team you up there. The question is, you are a demon, and the consequence of all demon copulation is imps. So you're just gonna do it up the butt.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
Alrighty.
Give me some kitty
Actually,
donut.
that doesn't matter because they're all pregnant.
Well, some more than others. Remember, the Ovi elixir is
Right.
yeah, in production now. So
So
Okay.
there's Jake has been here.
Pip's got a whole mess of little podlings running around. Little puppers. You don't call little puppies podlings?
I've
Adorable.
never heard that before.
Okay, well,
Nope.
I guess it's just an Adjatha thing. It's fine. Anyway,
I mean, that's adorable, but
Miss Bazoom, you just gonna rest at the lodge?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably like find my other goblin queen, hang out with. 'cause
At the moment, she is in her room. She sees you, gives you a look up and down, and says, I've never fucked one of you before. Come on, show me your dick."
I will laugh and turn into a tar goblin. Haven't I met this goblin before?
I might have used the icon before, but no, you have not met Queen L before.
Oh, I thought there was a queen that we had rescued from somewhere that I had met.
There was a queen that you rescued from the ship, but
Oh, so this is a different one. Same icon, different goblin. Okay.
Yeah. a lot of queens.
Oh.
I only have so many goblin icons. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, we got to work on that.
Oh,
I have
that,
like 8 of them. I just happen to use this one.
there was a goblin posted in the tabletop thing like a week ago. It's really good.
I know, I posted it.
I don't think it was you.
Oh, well, I posted a good one.
Mm.
Anyway.
Oh, you
Anyway.
reposted it. Somebody else had posted it earlier.
She thinks that you looked better in your weird scaly form. The whole Tor thing is interesting, but she fucks male goblins often enough that it's a little boring.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm Miss Boom. This is what I normally look like. The dragon thing's just for, fighting.
Oh, perhaps you had not heard. I'm Queen L. I have a lot more say than whatever boom thing you might be. Now, chop chop, back into a dragon you go.
Oh, okay.
Little Miss Sassy Pants.
Yeah. So you might not know me. I haven't been around your city much. But I did rescue the king and queen of this country single-handedly. I do give birth to a litter roughly once a day without potions. And I am one of the most powerful mages on the planet.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're still talking. Here, I'm spending all this time without a dragon dick in me, and I find it very difficult to focus on these things.
Dragons now.
Yeah, I can see how that would be an issue for you. Let me just look at my inventory here.
Well,
You know,
She
no, I'm just
can't
gonna
talk.
fuck the shit out of her.
No.
I'm just gonna turn into the biggest dragon I can, fuck the shit out of her, and then try to slip a condom on when she's not looking.
You dick.
Okay, go ahead and make a deception or a sleight of hand check.
Alright. I'm a
Roll your
dragon, so I
inspiration.
don't have either of those skills, so I just assume raw dex.
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
Alright, you're giving me advantage? Hedrah?
You're pretty gigantic, so I would say you have sufficient distraction to give yourself advantage on that.
Okay.
Okay.
18. Not that
And
too
indeed,
bad.
she doesn't even notice. And by the time that you have fucked her into oblivion and she starts dozing off, you're able to slip the condom right on out, take all your business with you, and she gets nothing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a straw in the condom and drink it on my way out.
Okay.
Nothing. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
You took your toys and went home.
She didn't say I had to actually ejaculate into her womb and fertilize her.
That's goes without saying for all goblins.
Yeah,
There's
but she
literally
didn't
no
say
reason
it.
otherwise. Well, anyway.
Also,
All
I
right,
don't
so
give a shit.
Asenath shows you to your room. It's considerably larger and more decorated than the rooms that you guys have been taking before. You've always been heroes, but now you're the biggest damn heroes the Sphinxes have known in at least this generation. So you guys get the royal suite. It's apart from everybody else. It's nice. It's furnished.
the
It's
landlord.
beautiful. It's plush as all get out. It's crazy good. And you have your own apartment in the suite itself. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Are you the only one sleeping there tonight, though? Everyone else is bedding down with somebody else?
Can't help it if the rest of the party is a bunch of sluts.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Come
enough.
join me.
Okay.
So-
Nikki talked me into it.
Alright, screw you. I don't have a dick.
Well, that too. So are you sleeping in the royal suite tonight, or are you just going out and you're finding someone random to spend the night with?
Nikki's right there. She just told me to come sleep with her.
Finding
Oh.
a Nikki.
Nikki has a bow that she is staying with at the moment. Also,
No, I don't do ranged weapons.
God damn it. Okay. Then I will just stay in the queen suite because I'm
Okay.
awesome.
okie dokie. So night passes. The envoys go back to the assembly to get busy on their work. And the party is out and about taking care of business. The morning passes largely uneventfully, but as the noon time comes, there is some kind of a commotion from the assembly. You get the
information just as rumors and whispers that something happened at the assembly. When you go there, however, you find guards standing around blocking the entranceway. They ask to please stay out of this. The consul is taking care of it. It's a matter of some diplomatic concern, and they don't want to ruin your time at the city. It is, after all, a celebration for you, and this kind of thing, politics, can be troublesome.
Politics is
We're
incredibly
here
important.
for politics.
Yeah.
That's
So
what we
Kannan,
love.
Miss Boom, Nikki. Squad, assemble.
Well,
Send
Cyra
out.
and Pip want to check things out. Anybody else, or you're just going to be turned aside at the door?
Oh, I'm gonna leave and then turn myself into like some kind of bug and just like fly in under the door past the guards.
Okay, fair enough.
Then you get squashed, and all of a sudden, like, a big dragon pops up under their foot.
Well, then we'll deal with that when it happens.
It was the word again. I'm trying to get Nikki. You've been with us for a while.
So
You have been informed about the situation going down, so
Okay. Well, if you guys are going to make an issue at the door, Riva will hear it, tell the guards to step aside, and allow you guys to come in. When you arrive, you find the assembly is in a state of minor chaos. There is no sign of the goblin, and Sonora, the Sphinx consul, has been she is in a dreadful state. She's covered in some kind of liquid. She's fallen to the ground, and she is panting, orgasming endlessly.
Oh, God damn it!
What
This
the
again.
fuck?
The
What the fuck?
Nubis and the envoy are on the Nubis and the Civic are on other sides of the chamber, pointing and shouting accusations over everyone else.
All right, I'm
Riva pulls you guys aside and says that maybe some explanation in order.
Yeah.
You get some explanation. I'm going to intimidate some people into calming down.
no, you're not.
Why not?
Because they assume if they're shouting at each other, they give time for her to explain the situation and then we can diffuse it. Forcing
Okay,
somebody.
fine. All right, how about this? You guys get explanation. Fill me in later. I will keep an eye on this, and if it gets dissolved and if it devolves any further, then I will step in.
Good.
I will be on standby. Then.
Okay. So Riva explains that the meeting started normally. Everyone came to their normal positions. The envoys took central position and were discussing things. The rest of the assembly was on hand to provide the support of the Sphinx people. At about noontime break, the envoys separated to take a short breather and have a meal delivered to them. Riva was on hand just to make sure that everything was going well. She came in and heard a tremendous scream coming from Sonora. She thought that perhaps someone might be attacking at first, but then she realized that Sonora was experiencing a tremendous orgasm, and she was about to turn away, but then she decided, well, maybe she should, check it out, just, in case. She wasn't trying to be prying or anything. But when she came on them, she found that Sonora was with Queen L, and the goblin was trying to force some kind of potion down Sonora's throat. She moved to stop the goblin, at which point the goblin became aggressive and started throwing these potions at the General Assembly. She called for the guards, but unfortunately the guards were on the outside of the building, and she didn't have a choice. She needed to secure the goblin before anyone else got hurt, so she had to activate a gem of imprisonment, which is a special device that the Sphinxes have to keep dangerous people under control for short periods of time. She lifts a green emerald up, and you can see a slightly shadowy shape somewhere lost in the depths of the gem.
Oh, this feels fucking familiar.
She doesn't know exactly what happened. Sonora is too out of it to give any kind of details. The Civic and the Nubis are both blaming one another for setting up some kind of an assassination attempt, even though they weren't the targets of this. The problem, however, Riva lowers her voice as she draws a little bit closer. She saw Queen L changing her shape as she was trying to escape. She believes someone must have either the Goblin Queen was a demon to begin with when she came in here, or that she was turned into a demon sometime last night.
I was fucking her last night, though?
Well, for some of the night.
This is what I get for going to sleep.
You took your things and you went off to the royal suite, which was far away from everything else. She knows it would be a lot to ask. She doesn't want to put you guys out, but she also doesn't want to make a big show of things. She'll interview the goblin in 24 hours once the gem releases her. Until that time, however, she fears that if there was a second demon loose in the city, they might be using this time to turn more people into demons. And she doesn't want to just round up the whole city, because if the demon finds out that it's being hunted, then it might try to shape change and just escape and do the same thing at a later time. Perhaps, if it wouldn't be too much of an imposition, could you maybe interview people around town, try to find out if anyone, first of all, if there was a second demon, or if the goblin was a demon to begin with, and secondly, if there was a second demon, find out who it might be so that they can be captured before they cause any more harm.
I mentioned I tap Riva in her mind and say, I can see through shape changes and illusion and invisibility, but only up to a certain distance.
Well, she would certainly appreciate any help that you can render. Unfortunately, Pip did not encounter Queen L over the course of yesterday, so you would not be able to tell if she was a demon to begin with during the entirety of yesterday's celebrations.
Indeed, unfortunately. But I would have known if the Anubi was who she was. Alright, I can actually see if any of these have any form of hidden shit like that.
Quite possibly. She doesn't know the extent of your powers, but she cautions you that demons are notoriously tricky, and it might not be best to rely upon whatever magics you might have, especially around here. Many of the guards are outfitted with things that allow them to see through illusions as well, but they didn't see anything either. So at the very least, try to talk to people and find out some information from them. And of course, if you're searching for through the entire town, it could take quite a while to go person by person. Riva doesn't know for sure who might be involved in this. She's 100% sure that it's not her, and it wasn't Sonora. Everybody else basically is a suspect. She asks you not to involve the royal family if you possibly can avoid it.
Very well. But in the meantime, I look at the envoys here to see if there are anything to them.
You don't see anything. Though, of course, you've had situations like with Charybdis where they aren't demons themselves, but they work for the demons.
Well, at least I see them not being undercover or cheat changers themselves.
Right.
At least we got that out of the way.
So, are you going to take up Riva's request and do a little quote-unquote murder mystery investigation?
Well,
I mean,
lost
yeah.
mystery.
Yeah, lust mystery.
But is there any way to like get what's her name again? This one back
Sonora?
back to his senses.
So she is going to be taken to the spa to try to get her back in control. Riva has no experience with the kind of poison that might have been used. It looked similar to like a lust draft, but normally lust draft has to be consumed to be effective, and this was just exposed to her skin, and it's produced this kind of result. Riva shudders to think what would have happened if she had actually drunk the thing, and suspects that perhaps that might have been what happened to Queen L if she had been turned, that someone might have forced something into her throat.
Gross.
Okay.
Should have just been a penis.
So let's see. Can I do a check with Arcana, see if it's a magical effect in action, and see if I can spell it?
Sure.
I am proficient in
Indeed.
Arcana now.
At last.
Let's see. And just because of that, I'm gonna roll the shit. So this with a +1. So 22.
Hey. Okay, it does appear to be alchemical. There's certainly magic involved in the potion, but it is not a spell-like effect in the same way that like Dominion or Feeble Mind or Domination rather, or Feeble Mind would be.
Okay. Can I use Pip's ability to absorb magic to like try to suck that magic out?
It's already sunk into her at this point. You can't just
gosh.
pull it back out. Yeah.
Wait, we have a Scylla.
She doesn't
do
have
have
her
a Scylla.
demon powers anymore.
But yes.
No,
Sucking out
but
corruption
she
is
has
a
the
no-go.
spells.
Oh, I guess.
Kiss of Restoration removes charm, blindness, poison, or rank of exhaustion.
Charm, blindness, poison, rank of exhaustion would not cover this. This was
Gosh,
like
damn it, I will.
just shy of mind-breaking lust kind of thing.
Gosh darn it.
Thankfully, Riva's pretty sure that Sonora will recover, but yeah, she is going to have to take some time. So she has the guards escort Sonora to the sauna for recovery.
Unfortunately, pure honey wouldn't do anything because corruption and healing.
No, at this point, she just needs a little bit of time. If you check back at the sauna, perhaps a little later today, she might be aware enough to provide some information for your investigation.
Yeah, then just tell Rio to make sure that nobody except those who are supposed to be there visitors, aka nobody but those who are already there from the start.
Yes. So Riva will be on hand to answer any questions if you have them. She recommends that perhaps you start with the two envoys here, since they might have seen something, but cautions you not to necessarily take them at face value, because at this point they are entirely involved in blaming one another. So that was, well, Pip was doing stuff with Sonora and Riva. Cyra, you said you wanted to go in and try to calm things down. So what would you like to do?
Well, for a bit, I'm just gonna listen and make sure they're not gonna like actually like attack each other.
It looks like they're making threats that they're just going to leave here, head back to their people, and arm each other for a force to defend the sanctity of their allies, the Sphinxes, by destroying the other one.
Okay. Then well, I guess now that I have the cloak, the 14-foot tall shark is going to stomp toward them and like just I'm gonna reach down and grab them by the shoulder and like just kind of like growl menacingly and tell them to shut up and calm down.
Make an intimidate check.
Hup. I am good at those.
Do you have advantage in that?
Actually, yes. Because I am full I hit the full corruption threshold. I have advantage on charisma checks.
Yes.
And my intimidation is stellar, so it's
Okay.
tremendous 35.
At 35. Well, you basically cause the Nubis to all but wilt before you. The Civic is nearly as tall as you are, and stands up to your aggressive sort of condemnation of their behavior, but grudgingly accepts that perhaps she can be quiet for the time being.
Good.
Okay.
We will stay calm and we will figure what happened out.
So Cyra is going to try and keep peace in the assembly, keep it so that panic does not spread out into the rest of the city about the fear of demons and stuff being loose. Nikki, you're the resident police person. What would you like to do?
Well, first thing we do is cordon off other witnesses. Shit. It's now my department.
I'm mostly a beat cop, you know. Traffic tickets, those kind of things.
Investigate everybody, see what we got on this goblin lady. We know even it might not.
Does one of us? I'm gonna have to bring it up to the party as a whole through Pip. Does one of us want to go back to Taladra and acquire our crystal that we left with Hedrah? Remember, we had that large mobile detection crystal made, but we didn't want to bring it with us for security reasons. We left it with Hedrah. One of us could go back and fetch it.
I don't know.
So again, as Riva mentioned to Pip, in the event that this is not actually a demon, just someone working for demons, wouldn't really help. And also it wouldn't solve the question of whether Elle was a demon when she came into town or not.
Well, I know, but it would help eliminate one avenue of investigation.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out who this person talked with, their friends, family, that sort of thing. Go talk with them.
We could try and find our undercover agents in the city, the Vishkanya.
I'd like to go back to the hotel room and see if there's any evidence there.
Okay, so Miss Boom says she's going to take a look out at the Herald's Lodge. Cyra suggested someone goes back to Taladra to pick up the crystal, and you'll need either Pip or Pip's idol to take the portal back. Between that and taking the time to actually find Hedrah, it would likely take a minute in the descriptive sense. So you would be out and about taking care of that in the meantime. So who wants to be on Taladra task? If anyone?
Literally no one. Great.
Nobody?
I can go.
You're not gonna
Okay.
head up the investigation here?
I'll do whatever the party needs.
But what do you need?
I need love.
Oh. Well, there's a
Just got some
brothel.
last night.
Well, I got a big rubber glove, so there's that.
It's very romantic.
Sigh.
I have this big romantic rubber fist bat here. You want if you want.
You guys know just how to butter me up.
I was intending. I believe it was intended to get enchanted or something, but then never got around to doing it.
You
Weird.
guys
Not.
know just how to butter my buns. Now call me a biscuit.
Indeed.
Okay,
Okay,
see
biscuit. Would you like some gravy with that? Okay, you know what? Let's just not. You know what? I'm gonna just back right out of that one.
Need some of that baby gravy.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Well,
Okay.
Suddenly this boom just perks up. Like, huh? What?
A slightly off-white
Huh?
Nikki
Biscuits and
ends
gravy?
up going
What?
to Taladra.
Anywho, so we're going to go ahead and call the session once we get everyone assigned to a location for
Yay.
investigations. So let's try and get through this here. Cyra, are you going to stay at the assembly?
I suppose someone should keep an eye on these idiots and make sure they don't go out of control.
Okay. Pip, you going to stay here or go somewhere else in town?
Let's see. I was gonna, question them to see what the hell they were, what's happened, what went on, etc.
Okay, so you're going to grill the envoys. King K, you going to stay here or hit the streets, hit the bricks, and start investigating?
Going to go to the sauna and both check up on Senua and make sure nobody goes in there to try and finish the job.
Okay.
That
And
is a good idea.
that leaves us with Nikki. Nikki, what was the final call? Going back to Taladra or doing investigations here?
Is anybody else going to Taladra?
Doesn't sound like it, no.
You get the idol, so you could get the gem. The portal will still be up long enough.
I'll just head up the investigation.
Okay, so head up the investigation here.
You know what? There is something. Oh, actually, Nikki was with us for a while, so.
Miss Boom is going to the lodge to investigate clues there.
One of us. Well, I mean, Nikki, while you're doing the investigation kind of thing, you could. Keep your eye out for any. I don't know, messages left or people trying to get your attention in particular. For might be the. I think they're Vishkana, right? That's what they're called. Yeah.
All this is being relayed psychically.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. Because they're in the city and they might know something. Because their whole deal was to stealthily acquire information and sneak into the demons. So they might know something.
Okay, so it sounds like Nikki is heading up the beat investigation, which honestly is
Sure.
something she's more familiar with anyway than crime scene study. So
Hunt down leads, look for witnesses.
leave the crime scene to Cyra and Pip, and investigate what's going on elsewhere. All right, so we'll call it at that, and then we'll just do a quick recap next week, and do some investigating. So, all right.
Alrighty.
So, thanks everybody for playing. No quests completed here, so no additional expos. But hope you liked the alternate little system with the unit control. I don't mean to trivialize your characters, but just try to add different versions of gameplay that does not involve I hit it with my fist kind of thing.
No, I thought it was interesting.
So if
And
you
I
have
would definitely
any,
like to see a more refined version.
yeah, if you've got any suggestions, like Savin suggested putting the type right on the nameplate, which is probably a good idea, so just
Yeah,
make it clear to everyone right off the bat. You don't have to check.
that would be good. But caused a bit of confusion.
Design
Start
a token border for each type.
Yeah, could do that too.
I would suggest, I don't know, maybe have I don't know how it would work, but perhaps having an actual like hero commanding a specific unit block actually provides some kind of well, I mean, there is a benefit of like regeneration, but I don't know.
Yeah, having the player characters provide some sort of active ability on their unit would be pretty nice.
With command perks.
Yeah, like if the players in the individual units could do some like neutered version of that every turn, or had hero powers, like something like that would be cool.
Well, I was thinking instead of making a check for the command ability, like Pip was doing, you could just do it so that you can always choose one of those 5, but you only affect the thing that you're with. So rather than making a check, you just get those 5 choices.
Yes, that would be
Could, yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, with that little note there. Anything else? Any other ideas you may have? Obviously, the map didn't work super great for this. I'll probably switch to like a top-down thing.
Yeah, that'd be a lot
Yeah, a
better.
top-down would definitely be better than an I don't know what it was called, an isometric map.
Yeah.
It's a side view.
Side
Well, I
view
was
map.
shooting for isometric kind of thing, like a Baldur's Gate kind of
The
viewpoint.
angle wasn't quite
but
right on that.
The map did not really super lend itself to that, and that was the whole thing. So
Yeah, a top-down would probably just work a lot
Okay.
better for that kind of thing.
Checking. So you would be able to provide your unit with one of the commands there automatically, or but
yeah,
then
if
what would the general be doing?
well, the advantage of general is you can do that to any unit on the board, including using strategize to hinder enemy movement. Whereas the people that are in the unit can only affect their own unit. So yes, you could
Oh.
always be buffing your own unit with attack bonuses, but the person outside could then be buffing the same unit with additional attack bonuses, or assisting other people that need it more. Like there were times when like Nikki's unit was 5 feet away from getting into close combat, so the general could have given them an additional 10 feet of movement to get them the rest of the way there.
Very well.
I'm not 100% sure about charges. I might drop the mechanic entirely,
Mm-hmm.
just because it encourages people to move weirdly to maximize their movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sort of just piling extra rules on top of things.
Well, I would take it away from like normal like melee units, but for somehow you get like an entire like group of like centaurs or mounted units, then they can charge.
Yeah, something like that would work. Make it an actual special rule for units.
Well, there is one of the special rules is assault, and that's when charging you suffer no initial damage from the defender. If I remove the mechanic and just change it so that assault means you strike at full damage even after moving, that would effectively achieve the same thing, and the trait's already there. So yeah, we could definitely change that.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds good.